I think actually we played all our level 4 games on natural grass, so this is nice. It's a beautiful night. It's in the 50s. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's just a gorgeous night. But if it was inclement weather, at least they would have a nice field to play on.
Absolutely. So there's your Turf Report presented to you by Dewey's Tire Repair for all of your farm, auto, and truck tire sales. Service needs, the best place to take a leak, Dewey's Tire Repair in Platteville. Starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line for the options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Redbird offense. Ryder Fitzsimons, a sophomore wearing number 8, 6'2", 185. Dante Glendenning. Dante is Inferno, 6 foot, 191-pound junior wearing number 9. Callum Christ is a 5'11", 200-pound junior running back. Quarterback is Zeke Zubabieler, 6 foot, 178, junior wearing number 13. Peyton Dempsey is a 5'10", 150-pound junior wide receiver wearing number 14. Wearing number 16, the 6'3", 190-pound senior Broker Busher at wide receiver. Then taking a look at the line, Brady Jones, 5'10", 193, and a junior. Sloan Glendenning, 6'1", 200 pounds, and a sophomore wearing number 52. Wearing number 66, Paxton Paisley, 5'9", 163 is a senior. Blaze White is a 5'11", 230-pound senior wearing number 68. And number 73 is Caden Drake, 6'4", 231, and a junior. One thing we noticed with all of those, Scott, there's good size for the Redbirds, but also at the same time, not just the size, youth. So can that youth athlete from last year come into this season and this game and be ready for the moment?
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, they've been around, seen the success they've had, so but just think about the next couple of years that Darlington has.
Absolutely. We will be back with more of your Raleigh Cheese pregame show after this timeout. This is the WIAA Division 6 Level 4 playoff action. The Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran against the Darlington Redbirds from Waukesha West High School. It's all right here on X1071.com and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 3.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In game 3. In game 4.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Advanced surgical care is closer than you think. Grant Regional Health Center offers Southwest Wisconsin the latest surgical procedures supported by leading-edge diagnostic imaging. Board-certified general surgeons Dr. Rimko and Dr. Kazi perform minimally invasive procedures, which result in enhanced surgical precision, quicker recovery times, and improved patient outcomes. At Grant Regional Health Center, you'll receive innovative, advanced care from a caring, compassionate staff, all close to home. Learn more at grantregional.com.
In game 4.
It's the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth where we are broadcasting from on WPVL FM, Platteville, Dubuque, and Galena, a Queen Bee radio station. With Scott Tolzman, I'm John Satterley. It's our Raleigh Cheese pregame show coming to a close as we're at the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth getting thrown off by everything, Scott, I think is the easiest way to put it. It is the best seat in the house, presented to you by Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture at ayersfurniture.com.
Yeah, they doing things a little different than what we're used to. They're announcing the starters for each team, and then they'll come back with the national anthem. So
Absolutely threw us off. I think everybody up here on Radio Row was kind of sitting here going, okay, because we are enclosed here. The building is open. It's completely closed off. Got giant windows. If you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, we do apologize for how it is. This is the best we can do. They have windows that do not open. We were not aware of that until getting here. So it's kind of
if their press box is like, if you've ever been to Camp Randall, it's split off like that, where you have a couple tiers, and this is a 2-tier level press box with large windows, so they don't open.
Well, now they're going to do the national anthem. We will be back after this timeout on X1071, X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by Smart Tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. TurboTax stores opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
In Game 5.
The end of our national anthem here at Waukesha West High School, home of the Wolverines, tonight home to the WIAA Division 6 Level 4 playoff matchup between the Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran and the Redbirds of Darlington. With Scott Tolsman and Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us. Darlington, they are considered the road team, even though they are wearing the home. They are the home team. Okay, I was just kind of curious. I thought I had heard that they were the road team, but Darlington, they won the toss, and they will receive the coin toss presented to you by People's State Bank. People's State Bank coin toss saw the Darlington Redbirds win the toss, and they elect to receive. So the Redbirds, they want to try to get on the board early.
Yeah, you want to try and set and establish some dominance right away, and this is a good way of showing it. There's always a plus and minus about when to take the ball, if you want to take it first or wait to the second half. But in this situation, you're playing a team that you haven't seen. It might be a lot better to take the ball first.
It was like Glenn Denning and who else do we have back deep? Glenn Denning and Zuba Beeler back deep for the Redbirds. Again, if you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, we are doing the best we can to make sure you have all the action we can, as it's the only place you can find the game free online. So we're trying to do the best we can for you, and thanks to all of our sponsors that you will hear throughout this broadcast for making sure that this broadcast is free to everybody who's watching the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So it will be kicking off for the Lancers. There's going to be Isaiah Hochmuth, and it'll be high in the air, and it'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. He'll go to the 20, to the 25, bouncing outside 30-yard line, past the 35 or the 33-yard line is where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redbirds.
23-yard return by Glenn Denning to set them up on their own 30. Looks like 34-yard line, 33-yard line, 33.
It's again, we're having a hard time seeing everything as well through the glass that is here. So
yeah,
again,
it's the glass is spaced out. So where I'm standing, I got kind of a wall in my way, so I got to kind of move a little bit.
So again, we're trying to do everything we can with the camera. Make sure you have the broadcast, whether you're listening on X1071 FM, X1071.com, or the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Zeke Zubabieler in shotgun formation. He has 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He'll bring man in motion. There will be a quarterback keeper. Nope, handoff up the middle, spin move, past the 35 to the 37-yard line. Callum Christ will work his way for about 3 yards. Will make it a 2nd down and 7.
Just a straight-on dive with motion. Picks up 3 good hard yards.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Southwest Health. Holds over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services, southwesthealth.org. 2nd down and 7 for the Redbirds. 1 wide receiver either way. In the pistol formation is Zeke Zubabieler. Zubabieler will bring a man in motion here to the near side. It'll be a quarterback keeper. Now pitch to the outside to the 35. Cuts back inside to the 37-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard will bring up a 3rd down and long for the Redbirds.
Yep, Glendenning picks up about a yard on that. The Lancers sniffed it out. They had 4 defenders right there on that toss.
The Lancers, their speed definitely showed on that.
Yes.
On that previous play. Sorry, trying to do multiple things at once. It's 3rd down and 7 upcoming here for the Redbirds. Actually, 3rd down and 6. Zubabieler in shotgun formation. He will drop back to pass. He's going to be flushed. He'll throw it out. He'll be caught at the 37-yard line, but taken down by the Lancers. Ryder Fitzsimons with the reception. Maybe a gain of 1 will bring up 4th down. So Fitzsimons with the catch. But again, not able to get much for wiggle room, Scott. So It brings up a 4th down, and it'll be a punting situation for the Redbirds.
Okay, 4th down here, 5 to go.
So it'll be a fake punt, and it'll be a fake punt, but not going anywhere. 39-yard line on the carry was Parker Mosley. And they had everybody fooled. I was fooled. Went to the middleman and went to the 39-yard line. Fake punt, not converted. It'll be 1st and 10. Manitowoc Lutheran at the Redbird 39-yard line.
Yeah, they only picked up about a yard and a half on that fake. It definitely gives them Lancers a great field position at Darlington's 39-yard line.
Jamin Ott is the quarterback. He's a 6'2", 170-pound senior. He is a lefty, and he has 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. 1 man in the backfield brings a man, Wagner, in motion, going left to right. As we see it, it'll be a handoff up the middle, trying to bounce to the outside to the 35-yard line. That's about as far as the carry will go. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 after the run. Make sure you get the number right. That is, Trenton Schutpelz. So a 4-yard run. Let's see if we can find out Schutpelz how much he had this season. Schutpelz, thank you. I'm trying to, if you saw all the paper here, I feel like I feel horrible because I think a couple of trees met their match because of making sure I had all the preparation for tonight.
I know that name because one of my best friends from high school has the same last name.
Okay. Nice. He will be in shotgun formation. He'll go to the left side to the 35, 30, 25, near the 20-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Once again, Schutpelz with the carry, and he'll gain a 1st down for the Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran and Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty. 1st down to the 19-yard line, give him a gain of 16. Again, we'll try to get around this wall that's right here. So again, here's where we're running into issues. That we're trying to do the best we can to give you the best view we can. So if we're moving around as wobbly, we do apologize. It'll be 1st down. It'll be a handoff up the middle, nothing doing. Quarterback got smashed on the play. It'll be a loss of about 3.
Yep. Wagner didn't get anything. That was sniffed out very well by Darlington. And their Lancers are going to lose 2 yards. So 2nd down and 12.
2-yard loss. fourth play of the drive after starting at the Darlington 39-yard line. 8:35 to play, quarter number 1, 0-0. Ott is the quarterback. He has 2 wide near side, 2 wide far side. One man, Schulpeltz, is in the backfield with him. Back to pass. He's looking Ott near side. He's going to be flushed, rolling across his body. He's going to stop. He's going to get hit as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for his target, Wesley Hecker, and it will bring up a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, great coverage by Darlington, and Ott rolled to the right and had no place to go. Tried to throw it underneath short, but the linebacker for Darlington did a great job of knocking that ball down.
And again, we do apologize for people seeing us through the reflection. This is the best we are able to do here this evening. You know, we were not prepared to have to go through glass to bring you video coverage of this. So again, I know everything does not look the greatest. We're doing the best we can on the fly. 3rd down and 12, back to pass. Looking is Ott. He'll throw it to the left side. Incomplete, intended for Noah Dillon. It'll bring up a 4th down and decision time for Manitowoc Lutheran if they have a field goal kicker to try it or if they go for it for 4th down and 12 from the 21-yard line.
I got a
feel. It looks like they're kicking.
Yep, looks like they're going to go for the field goal. Great job by Darlington linebacker on a blitz there. He was right in on Ott and never gave him a chance to set up to throw the ball.
Game presented to you by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. Again, we do apologize about the video. We're doing the best we can with what we have. If you want to pay $12, then go ahead and do that with just a game. That's your other option. Here is Josiah Martin for a field goal that is from 37 yards out. It is long enough, and it is good. 37-yard field goal by Josiah Martin makes it 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran.
Yeah, that was a nice field goal. It was high and plenty distance and right down the middle. He probably could have got a 40-yarder on that one. So Darlington held after giving up the ball on their own 39-yard line on a 4th down and a fake punt.
Yep, absolutely. Started at 9:56, ended at 8:09. Drive summary on that, 5 plays, 18 yards, 1 minute, 47 seconds. Also, too, like to say thank you to all of our sponsors who are bringing you this game. And again, thank you for everybody sending me a message on this, but there's nothing I can do when I'm trying to answer 50 messages. Yes, I know what's going on, and I'm trying to do a broadcast as well. So please help me out as best as we can. Tonight's game being brought to you by our great sponsors in the Darlington area, including Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' needs for 3 generations, fully licensed and bonded. They provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. Saunders Oil Company of Warren, family-owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to tri-state homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Also presented to you by Woodford State Bank, serving Southwest Wisconsin from 6 locations in Greene, Iowa, and Lafayette counties for over 100 years. As a kickoff is going to be a wobbler. It's going to be inside the 40-yard line. Almost looked like it was kind of an onside kick type of play there, Scott. Darlington, however, does get the ball as Ryder Fitzsimons has it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it was just more of a pooch kickoff, and definitely I'm sure they've been watching film and knows how well Glendenny can return the ball, so they want to keep away from him.
8:05 to play, quarter number 1, 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran. The Redbirds now with their second possession, 3 and out and a fake punt their first time around. It'll be Zeke Zubabieler in shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers near side. He'll bring a man in motion. He'll fake the handoff. Zub will keep it to the 40. He's to the 45. He'll work his way to the 47-yard line. Gain on the play of 9, 2nd and 1.
Zubabieler picks up 8 yards on that carry, right up the middle.
Avon Locker Plant in Darlington is your local one-stop shop for meat, cheese, and more. At the Avon Locker Plant, their great service makes all the difference in the world and will keep you coming back. 2nd and 1. 7:35 to play, quarter number 1, as Manitowoc Lutheran showing blitz with the inverted wishbone. Here for the Redbirds. It will be a handoff right side. Glendenny, he weaves his way. He gets a first down inside the 50-yard line. He's to the 45. That is a first down for the Redbirds. Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, first down, and that was just a man's run by Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, the Lancers brought everybody up to the line, and Glendenny was able to sneak through there with the help of his lineman and picks up about 8 yards in that carry to bring it first down.
8-yard run for Dante Glendenny. He's listed at 6'191" and a junior. On the Lancers side of the field at the 46-yard line. It is first down and 10 for the Redbirds. Looking over the side here, and flags will fly.
Yeah, the linemen were set and they moved, waiting for a play to change. And once they get down in their set position, they can't move. So it's going to be a false start.
Once again, if everybody is, again, the game is so blurry. We cannot get anything outside, ladies and gentlemen. We are sorry. We've tried. We were here at 4:30 this afternoon trying to get everything hooked up. We've tried everything. We were told if you want a clear video, pay $12. That's what we were told. And Scott, you heard it. You know, so we're trying to do the best we can. So again, we apologize. I can only apologize so many times before I forget that there's a ball game going on. First down, 15 yards to go. I'm going to shut my phone off here very soon. He'll be handed off the middle to the 45, to the 40, still on his feet, inside the 39-yard line to the 38. That's Callum Chris bulldozing his way through for a gain of 10, second down and 5.
Yeah, just a straight dive, and I think Darlington has definitely found maybe a wrinkle in the Lancers' defense by a lot of their plays have gone straight ahead. So.
Absolutely. Second down and about 4 yards to go. Ball is at the 39-yard line. It'll be a man in motion. It'll be quarterback keeper. Nope, he'll pitch it out to the near side. There's Glendenning. He's to the 35, up into the 33-yard line. But that'll result in another Redbird first down, presented to you by Sullivan Auctioneers and Big Iron Realty.
Lancers had that. I mean, they're quick from side to side of the field, and they were there, but Glendenning was enough to get a first down. And Lancers have a lot of speed on their defense, so
here as be first down. It'll be handoff right side inside the 30-yard line. Flag flies on the play to about the 27-yard line.
That's going to be holding against Darlington.
Yeah, you don't want to see that, but once again, what else can you do?
Pink automotive penalty.
Yep, thank you.
So they'll march them back, depending on where
it is, depends on where I put the camera. That's how we're trying to work this, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally trying to move everything around without killing the rest of the broadcast.
Okay, they're taking it from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be first and 20.
I hope they said line of scrimmage and not the spot of the foul, because that went away.
That's where I was looking to see if it happened past the line of scrimmage, but it didn't.
So it'll be first down for the Redbirds as everything is falling apart. It's Zuba Buehler bring a man in motion. That's Glendenning. He's back to pass. Pump fakes. Now throws it to the near side. He'll be caught at the 40. To the 35-yard line. Down at the 34 is Peyton Dempsey on the reception. He'll gain 10, and he'll bring up a second down and 10.
Yeah, he picked up pretty much what was taken on that penalty, so second and 10.
So again, just very nice and decisive. Realistically, when you get that, you look deep, it wasn't there, check down, there, you gain 10 back, now you made it second and manageable.
Yep.
And we're doing the best we can, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to take care of everything. It's going to be up the middle. It'll be Chris trying to go somewhere. He will get hit at the 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, third down and 8.
We're third and, I would say
32.
Third and 7.
Yeah, they need to make it there, the 32-yard line. Need to make it just inside the 24-yard line. So third down and 8. Again, we're trying to get the best camera angle to you that we can on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It'll be a fumble on the play. It'll be picked up and thrown down at the 40-yard line as Ryder Fitzsimons was unable to handle it, and it's going to be a loss on the play of 10 yards, or 11 yards.
That was a big loss. Really took him out of any chance for possibly field goal.
Yeah.
And that pitch was dropped, and luckily it bounced right back up into his hands.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be going for a field goal, but it put him out of the really true realm of going for it. That is one thing that they would not be able to do. So now fourth down and 15, back at their own 6-yard line. It'll be a low snap, bounces once, picked up by Glendenning. That's a wobbler. Here to the near side, it'll bounce out of bounds about the 15-yard line. Will be first down and 10 for the Lancers, who lead 3-0, 3:34 to play in quarter number 1. Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service, your best choice for all heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out, fritz'sburnerservice.com. Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Cenex fuel product will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart, Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. As we have a first down coming up here for the Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran, who lead 3-0. Try to do play-by-play and camera operator. It's not exactly the funnest thing in the world. Handoff right side, not much doing to the 16. Callum Christ in on the tackle. On the carry was Isaac Wagner. And it'll be a gain maybe of a yard, second down and 9.
Yeah, like Darlington's, the Redbirds defense swarmed in on that and kept them from gaining anything on the outside.
3:10 to play, quarter number 1. 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran. Again, thank you for joining us on X1071.com. For our audio, Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, again, we're doing the best we can with the hand we were dealt. Well, again, we're trying to do the best we can with what we have. It'll be a pass near side, and it'll be diving for a catch at the 22-yard line on the reception. That was Logan Hopt. He's a 5'9 senior, weighs 150, and it'll bring up a third down at about 3 yards to go.
Yep. Nice little out pattern. He had to go down to his knees to get it, but he'll make third down a little bit more manageable for the Lancers.
2:30 to play, quarter number 1, 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran, leading the Darlington Redbirds first quarter on our Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest's largest independent shoe store. That's the Shoebox. It's the way it ought to be at the Shoebox. Third down and 3 yards to go for the Lancers. Shotgun formation, one man in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and he'll have the first down past the 25. He'll be kind of carried to the 28, but they're going to say he was down at the 26, so they're actually going to give a, or 27-yard line. So it'll still be a first down and 10 for Manitowoc Lutheran.
Yeah, just a straight dive, and the line just kind of formed a wedge and pushed the defenders back and picked up 5 yards on that run.
1:50 to go in quarter number 1. Your score is 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Legends Pub and Grill Darlington. Great place to enjoy a delicious burger, fries, and your favorite beverage with family and friends after the game or anytime. Check out Legends Pub and Grill daily specials on Facebook. Become legendary at Legends in Darlington. Handoff right side. Oh, the ball's loose. Ball's loose. And it'll be recovered by the quarterback. Major hit by Callum Christ.
And it's getting up a little slow. But
yes, he is. But also in on that hit, too. Give credit to Maximo Zolo. He is a 5'10 freshman, and the combination of him and Christ, my goodness.
Yeah, they leveled the running back.
Yeah, they did.
They actually tagged him. I mean, one was on one side, the other was on the other side, and that ball squirmed out. And luckily, the quarterback was right there.
Absolutely. 1:22 to play, quarter number 1, 3-0 Manitowoc Lutheran.
So that fumble by the Lancers might be a drive killer like it was for the Redbirds in their last series.
Well, considering there really wasn't a loss on it, they actually gained a yard. We'll have to see how that plays out. As Ott is in shotgun formation, he brings a man in motion to the far side. He'll throw it to the man who went in motion. An open field tackle by Dante Glendenning, stopping Isaac Wagner out in the flat. It'll be no gain, third down, and 9 coming up.
Yeah, Glendenning's speed showed there. He kept right up with that wide receiver, and he caught the ball, and as the receiver turned to go upfield, Glendenning was right there to make the tackle.
Community First Bank, for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Third down, 9 yards to go with 35 seconds to play the first quarter. Manitowoc Lutheran with the ball and a 3-point lead. Shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers. 2 either way. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Throw out to the far side, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yep.
Incomplete intended for Wesley Hecker. As I'm trying not to fall down the stairs here. Scott's almost got to hold on to me right now. I'm holding on to the camera and trying to. We have as bad of an angle as you guys do. So again, we'll get the punt coming up. We'll try to hit the reset button here for us.
The pass was well out of range, out of bounds.
Yep.
So.
And I had to get over this way for me to see.
Yep. Like I said, the windows are spaced out nicely if you're on that bottom part, but up here,
Radio Row is not as fun.
You get a block.
Back deep at the 39-yard line is where the Redbirds will await the punt. It's a high floating kick. Fair catch called for and dropped at the 41-yard line. On it, the officials are going to look for it, and Darlington has it.
Yeah, Glenn Denny, I think, dropped right back on it. And,
still not exactly, it's still enough to give you a little pity pat of that heart.
Yep.
Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And, of course, any field goals made in this game are presented to you by Sloan Implement, your local John Deere dealer. Sloan Implement, helping you reach your field goals with new and used equipment along with parts and service. See Sloan Implement in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at sloans.com. That is the difference in this game. It's a 37-yard field goal made by Manitowoc Lutheran to give them a 3-0 lead that they hold with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Handoff will go to the left side to the 44-yard line will be Callum Christ. He will gain about 3, and that will come to the end of quarter number 1. Your score, 3-0, Manitowoc Lutheran leading the Darlington Redbirds of this WIAA State semifinal matchup from Waukesha West High School on the X Extreme 1071 and X1071.com. As tonight's game is being brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric Belmont. Also presented to you by our great sponsors in the Darlington area. Lafayette County Abstract and Title, Darlington, Tri-County Title Services in Platteville. Serving Southwest Wisconsin since 1981. Selling your property, call Heath for title insurance and insured closing. Visit either Main Street location or on the web. Let the Hartwigs take care of you with Lafayette County Abstract and Title in Darlington, Tri-County Title Services, Platteville. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company, specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook, and call today for a quote. Before I go any further, I'd like to say this broadcast is being not just brought to you by, but this broadcast being done in honor of a longtime Darlington man who helped me out with a lot of things, Mark Roof. Mark was a great person from the Fayette area, loved his Darlington Redbirds, and trust me, he made sure to pick on me, because he didn't want to lose to a Gratiot boy. We were both in the same cardiac class 2 years ago, and I was recovering from my congestive heart failure. He helped me a lot, and he was just put to rest today. So, Godspeed.
Big play.
Callum Christ inside the 45 to the 42. First and 10 for the Redbirds after the gain.
13
on
yards.
The play of 13, thank you.
13 for a first down, but it was a big hole. He could drive a truck through that hole.
Callum Crest could have, definitely. See, maybe that's Mark helping out a little bit on that one. Get a little Roof's farm service going.
Yep.
First down and 10 for the Redbirds at the Lancer 42-yard line, trailing 3-0. 11:35 to play, quarter number 2.
Ooh.
Christ up the middle to the 40. He tries a cut outside. He'll be cut down at the 38. Gain of 4, second and 6.
Yeah, nice guard trap. The guard really pulled down hard on that tackle, and he broke open a hole for a little bit before the linebackers filled, but that was a good lineman block there.
Right, let's put it this way. Yeah. Yep, I'd say, RJ, I'd love to do that. Cannot turn off the lights. It's all lights. Scott, you know that. So, I mean, if we could, we would. We'd be doing more than we could to make sure this was going on. I know people want to make sure we know what's going on, and we do thank you. Try to do, like I said, the best that we can. It will be a quarterback keeper. Zubair to the 35. He's to the 30. 25. He's to the 20. 15-yard line.
And out of bounds at the 20, 18-yard line where it looks like it's going to be marked. But another first down.
And that'll be a gain of 20.
Yep.
That is Zeke Zubair taking advantage of the over pursuit because of the runs made by Callum Christ.
Yep. Yeah, we can't really do much. We're in the second row with our camera, and
we're trying to do the best we can with the tools that we have, and trust me, I know. We do what we can. So Zubabiler will have it. He will hand on. Oh, quarterback keeper. He's at the
again.
15, stretching it to the 10. Inside the 10 to about the 9.
Yep, nice block there by Glendenny.
That's still a gain.
Oh, he gained about 9 yards on that.
Yes, it's still a gain of 9, and he made it. I don't want to say made it look easy, but Darlington on this drive, they found something. They found another gear.
Yep, yeah,
I think that's what it is. They found another gear. So now the Redbirds, they will speed up to the line of scrimmage, inverted wishbone formation. It'll be a 2nd and 1 handoff. Second man through, Glendenning to the end zone. Touchdown!
And he's in. Glendenning's
Dante Glendenning from 9 yards out with 10:07 to play in quarter number 2. The Redbirds take the lead 6-3.
Yeah, there was no stopping him. He had a nice block, a lead block by the other 2 running backs in that option, and he just kept his feet moving and pushed his way into the end zone.
6-play drive for the Redbirds. 55 yards, and that did not eat off much time at all. So 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Andino.
Yep, Andino, the left-footed kicker for the Redbirds. As flags will fly, and I think there was I don't know if it was a false start or if Manitowoc Lutheran jumped. Redbirds, they're going to say false start on the Birds.
So that penalty, pink penalty, is
Pink's automotive penalty, thank you.
Is going to be against Darlington. I'll back them up.
So this is definitely where I need your help, Scott, because you're trying to run around and do everything. Oh, we have a Legends scoreboard update. There I'm going back to the past. Shoebox scoreboard update. Kenosha St. Joe's blanking Potosi Castle 14-0 at the end of 1 quarter of play. And Dino will have a 25-yard extra point. Lines are down. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right.
It looked good, but
nope, it was no good. Wide right. 10:07 to play, quarter number 2. The Darlington Redbirds 6. And the Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran 3. This is high school football. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archived coverage is powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Also presented to you by, make sure we get this here, got a couple of them that were in late. Southwest Tech in Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swt.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. And Pecatonica Co-op Oil, we got you already. All right, just trying to, I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, we're having fun. It's level 4 football. This is supposed to be fun.
And, this is a beautiful facility. It's
it
a
is.
Great press box.
It is. Now will be a kickoff. Will be down at the 16 or the 11-yard line. He fielded it on his knee. All the way back is at the 11-yard line. The returner fielded on his knee.
Yeah, he went down to catch the ball, and by doing that, his knee's going to touch.
Yep.
And in high school, once that knee touches, like college, you're down.
Yep, and something like that, I don't like it. Did you do something?
Yep. Stepped on my cord.
Oh, you stepped on your. Okay, I didn't notice anything. So. Oh, you mean you just couldn't hear yourself talk?
I couldn't hear myself, which is probably good.
But you couldn't hear me either, so that's probably even better. Here we go for first down. Manitowoc Lutheran deep in their own territory after the kickoff, taking a knee at the 12-yard line. In motion is Wagner for Jamin Ott. He rolls out near side. He's being flushed. He's going to be throwing it downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Noah Dillon, the wide receiver. He had him led just a little bit on his hip pocket. It'll be 2nd and 10, but the defense for the Redbirds, they look like they are now a different gear than they looked the first 2 drives.
Yeah, they looked a little flat to start out, just getting the feel of the game, and I think they woke up a little bit and now realize that they can play with these guys. It doesn't matter how fast they are. And the pressure, by putting pressure on the quarterback too, is making him throw errant passes. So
yes, And when he's almost 70% for the season, anything below that is going to be a positive if you're the Redbirds. Odd in shotgun formation, back to pass, looking near side. Almost. The ball is loose. And they're going to say incomplete. But that was a tag team effort. Hecker went for the reception. It looked like from our angle he might have had it.
He had it, but when the defenders came in and popped him, jarred the ball loose. But the officials are saying he didn't have it long enough in his hands. Incomplete.
West End Salvage of Lancaster see Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage, Lancaster, 3rd and 10, 9:57 to play, quarter number 2, 6-3, the Redbirds. Jamin Ott has 4 wide receivers, 2 either way. The lefty will roll out to his right. He throws across his body downfield. He's got a man out there. It's going to be caught. Yes, they're going to say an amazing catch out there by Noah Dillon for a first down at the 36. That will be a gain on the play of 24.
He hung the ball up where only the receiver could catch it, out in front, high enough where the defender couldn't knock it down, and it was a good catch before he went out of bounds. So
absolutely, and you just give credit where credit's due. That was just a great catch, and it was great coverage by the Redbirds too. So we try to get everything readjusted once again here on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We're trying to move everything around and try to make this as easy as possible. Handoff right side, getting dumped. Getting dumped on the play is Schuttpelz, and it'll be no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Schuttpelz had nowhere to go. I mean, the Redbirds flowed right to that side, and they filled that hole quickly and took them right down.
Northland Buildings for a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert on quality Northland post frame buildings. And that was a Northland Buildings touchdown earlier, a 9-yard run by the Redbirds, Dante Glendenning. Here it's 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. 8:48 to play, quarter number 2. 6-3 in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. Winner of this game goes on to Thursday afternoon, 1 p.m. at Camp Randall Stadium. And it will be a handoff up the middle, trying to find some running room past the 35, maybe to the 37. I think they're going to say 37-yard line. Gain of 2 on the carry by Schuttpelz, and it will bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it a short 8.
Short 8, long 7. The Redbirds filled in pretty hard. Schuttpelz kept his feet moving, and he did all the work to get those couple yards.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They're going to mark it actually just shy of the 38-yard line. We will call it a 3rd down and 7. And thank you for joining us here on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We definitely try to do everything we can to make sure that the viewing experience is best for you. But again, maybe you might just have to listen. We've done the best we can. Blitz coming out to the near side. He's out his running. He will just throw it away.
That should be... Are they going to catch him?
Are they going to catch him for intentional grounding? Is that what you're thinking? He did look like he was just throwing it away, and there was nobody down there.
There was nobody there.
But it is 3rd down, so it will be a punting situation.
Yep.
So regardless, the ball is back at the 37-yard line, and we'll have Zeke Zubabieler back deep for the Darlington Redbirds, who lead 6-3, 7:46 to play in quarter number 2. Again, shoebox scoreboard shows that Kenosha St. Joe's leading Potosi Cassville by a score of 14-0. Here's going to be a good snap. Punt is up. Blocked! Punt is blocked. Punt is blocked to the 4-yard line. The recovery made by Darlington's number 59, Landon Edgerton.
Yep.
Landon Edgerton gets the recovery after the block punt, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Redbirds as the Redbirds via the block punt have entered the red zone. For us, it's a Bitech Green Zone, a greener way. Yep. Bitech Resource Management of Monroe.
They're putting it at the 5-yard line. It was they pressure right up the middle, and beautiful block. And the ball just kept bouncing backwards, and Darlington's going to recover it. Sets up a great opportunity here.
A golden opportunity for the Darlington Redbirds. Inverted wishbone for the Birds. Actually, shotgun formation. Zubabieler, he will keep it. He stutter steps. He's to the 2. He'll lean to the 1.
Yep, down to the 1.
He'll be just shy of the goal line. It's still a gain of 4, 2nd down and goal for the Redbirds. Again, that was a block punt They brought the house, and the house won.
Yep. Zubenbluer followed his block right down to the 1-yard line. You got at least 2 more downs to put it in to get that 1 yard.
You're going to go 3. You got LB quarterback keeper, right side to the goal line.
And he's in.
Touchdown, Darlington. 1-yard touchdown run by Zeke Zubabuehler with 7:01 to play in quarter number 2. The Darlington Redbirds 12, Manitowoc Lutheran 3.
I think they'll go for 1 here.
Yep. 2 plays.
To go up by at least 10.
5 yards and 36 seconds on the drive. Summary, extra point attempt coming up here for Yasser Endino, the 5'6" junior. He did miss the previous one, but that was after a penalty.
Yeah. This is a smart to go up by 10.
Lines down, snap is good, kick is up, and it is true. 7:01 to play until halftime. It is the Darlington Redbirds 13, Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers 3. Tonight's game on X1071 presented to you in part by Mountain City Bank's Total Line of Credit, allowing you the use of the equity in your home to do all the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Also, just a reminder that the extra point by Yasser Endino presented to you by Point and Flush Sportsman's Club of Potosi. The Northland Buildings touchdown was a 1-yard run by Zeke Zubabuehler. 2 plays, 5 yards, and took 30 seconds off the clock. And tonight's game also being brought to you by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at Melby Funeral Home and Crematory Platteville.
And that was all set up by that block punt.
Yes, it was. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. As Yasser Endino, the left-footed kicker, will drive it away, a low-line driver. It will go through the hands of the receiver at the 15-yard line, and actually at the 20-yard line, and down at the 17-yard line. Yeah, Manitowoc Lutheran right now, this game is completely flipped to 180.
Yep, they're kind of fell into a funk of not sure what they're doing, and like this one on that kick, it bounced off him, and he just jumped on it, and again, it's giving them poor field position.
You know, poor field position is not the funnest thing to have, but if you've got a good team, it really doesn't matter if you just execute correctly, and that's one thing right now.
Yes.
Manitowoc Lutheran has not been executing correctly. Jamin Ott, he has 3 wide receivers. It will be a handoff up the middle, trying to find some running room. He's to the 30-yard line, cuts back inside. Ball almost ripped out. It will be to the 35 up to the 39-yard line. Carry by Isaac Wagner.
Yep.
That's a gain of 21 yards. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, just a straight.
That was just a straight handoff.
Straight handoff up the middle, and just kept his feet going, and the lineman kept blocking downfield for him and picks up great yardage. And really, this is an important drive for the Lancers to come back, as Darlington has put up 10 points, unanswered points.
13 unanswered.
Or 13, excuse me.
That's all right. No, that's because it's easy to think it was 3-3.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to do that. Reverse handoff up the middle, makes one man miss, second man miss, not going to miss number 3 and 4. In on the tackle is Maximo Zolo and Brady James. 2nd down and 10 after the gain of none.
Yeah, I was thinking being up by 10, that threw me off there, but yeah, 13.
Okay, they're going to give him a gain of 1 to the 40-yard line. So give him a gain. We'll give him a 1-yard gain on that. That's perfectly fine. Okay. But the defense was able to collapse on that one. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
So Manitowoc Lutheran taking more time in the huddle, kind of like they did the first 2 drives.
Yes.
Again, trying to slow the game down. 5:30 to play until halftime. 13-3 in favor of the Redbirds. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 at the far side. That is the wide side of the field. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing.
Oh, what a swarm.
They tried to fake the Redbird defense out, but Callum Christ also in there. Sloan Glendenning, they were not having it. No gain, 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they're trying to do that counter and catch Darlington over pursuing, and
as Coach,
so far they haven't done it.
I think, if I remember Coach Murphy's teachings correctly, the reverse counter trap.
Yep.
Is kind of what they were doing, just kind of spin around, do that. The Redbirds like, no. Coach Murphy coached us. We kind of remember that play. So no, you can't do that. Now they reverse the 3 wide receivers. Now they're to the far side of the field. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Chris hits him. It will be incomplete. Intended for Wesley Hecker.
Yeah, there was no chance for that pass. Well out of bounds.
The Redbirds just swarming now. And they do. This flock of birds is making the Lancers go nuts.
Yes.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty. If you have livestock, farmland, or buildings to sell, call Daryl Kraft. Visit bigiron.com to learn more. Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster, whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford. You can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service because at Les Mack, you always get more from less. Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Coalacre Golf and Grill, Cuba City, and coalacresgolfandgrill.com. Here comes the punt. The house comes, and the punt gets away. It'll be fielded by Zuma Bueller at the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. 4:33 to play in quarter number 2. 13-3, the Redbirds.
Yep. Zeke just did a fair catch. So
and if we did this with the camera, this is what you would have seen. And this is what we're seeing too.
Yep.
Remember, Scott, if you're on the Queen P Radio Sports YouTube channel, this is what we're also trying to look through. And it reminds me of my mom. She'd always sit here and say, you know what, you make a better door than a window.
Yep.
You know, and well, we're trying to look through doors right now. That's what we're seeing here. So we're trying to do the best we can to bring this to you. 1st and 10, Redbirds. It will be a handoff left side, 30 to the 35, so on his feet, 40. Still breaks the tackle, 45 to the 48-yard line. That is Ryder Fitzsimons. Gain of 17. It's another 1st down for the Darlington Redbirds. And the 1st down is presented to you by Sullivan Auctioneers and Big Iron Realty.
Yeah, the safety was able to hang on to his ankle, and that definitely kept him from getting a touchdown. If he would have been able to break that, he would have been gone.
And we have an injured Lancer on the field.
Yeah, number 72, Colin Rounds.
5'8", 250-pound senior. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Office at Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. Breckler Insurance Group. For all of your insurance needs, see Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and WCC-brands.com. And the Highland State Bank of Highland, highlandstatebank.net. We resume play. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds at their own 48-yard line. 4:18 and counting until halftime. 13-3, the Redbirds with the lead and the ball. 2 wideouts near side. 1 man in the backfield. That's Callum Christ. He will not get the handoff. It'll be Zuma Bueller keeping it. Yep. He's to the 50, cuts inside 40. He's to the 35, 30, 25, 20. Got a blocker, 15. He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Darlington.
52 yards.
Zeke Zuma Bueller takes it to the house to make it 19-3, the Redbirds.
Yeah, good downfield blocking. When he got down into the 20-yard line, he had 3 blockers in front of him, and he cut in between them and the defenders, and he took it right to the house.
And Dino coming up. That was a run. That was a big boy run right there. And that was unreal. Just an amazing run. And Dino for the extra point. Lines are down. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it is good. 3:59 to play until halftime. A 20-point unanswered run for the Redbirds, making it 20-3. Darlington leading Manitowoc Lutheran. That was a 2-play drive, Coach. And the last 2 drives for the Redbirds have both been 2 plays. The last one was 5 yards after the block punt. This one was more conventional, 69 yards.
Yes.
But 36 seconds and 34 seconds. The Redbirds are wasting no time to put the Lancers away.
Darlington right now is playing like they've been here before and are playing a very good game. The Lancers, they're kind of playing nervous and kind of shell-shocked a little bit.
Well, they kind of got up, though, too. They got up 3-0, that it's almost like they relaxed, like, oh, we got on the board, we're good.
Yep.
And again, I know that's not the case. They're high school young men, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it almost seemed like there was almost a relief that they got on the board first against Darlington, and now that almost like flipped the switch on Darlington to say night-night to Manitowoc Lutheran.
Yes, yep.
At least that's the way the game feels right now. There's still a lot of game left. There's still ways that everything can change.
Yes, the Lancers are playing with themselves in a situation where they got to do something in this drive because they get the ball back the second half.
So 20-3, Redbirds with the lead. So the kickoff will be fielded at the 10-yard line to the 15 to the 20, 25, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Manitowoc Lutheran at their own 30-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Rosemeyer Wealth Management. They will design a plan specific to your retirement goals. The experts at Rosemeyer Wealth Management will answer all of your questions, even if you don't know what questions to ask. Check out their website, rosemeyermg.com. Point and Flush Sportsman's Club make their guided upland bird and waterfowl hunts with family and friends that will create memories that will last forever. Make your best shot with Point and Flush Sportsman's Club in Potosi. I wouldn't say a must-score possession, Scott, but it's kind of it feels like a must-score possession if you're Manitowoc Lutheran.
At this time of the game, it is, or at least drive it to get some confidence back because they're playing back on their heels right now, and they can't let Darlington get them 3 and out.
Ott in shotgun formation. He looks to hand it off. He pulls it back, but he gets hit and dumped. Maximo Zolo. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. So Maximo Zolo, man, the freshman has definitely made a big impact here. I did not call his name one time in week number 2. You talk about somebody who's come on late.
Yes.
And made just a major impact. It's been Maximo Zolo, 5'10", 179, and a freshman.
Yep. And if Darlington can stop them here and get 3rd and long, I would expect them to call a timeout to save some clock.
Absolutely. One wide receiver far side, one to the near side. Split backs flanking the quarterback. That is Jamin Ott. He fakes the handoff. He goes back. He's going to be chased by Glendenning and thrown out of bounds.
Yep, well out of bounds.
3rd and 9. Clock stops with 3 minutes to play in quarter number 2. 20-3. Darlington leads.
That's a big play for Darlington, having them throw the ball and throw it out of bounds. It stops the clock. They don't have to waste a timeout. You got 3 minutes here, so if they stop them here and force a punt, they got plenty of time to put another score on.
Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Plus Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. We'll have the Millie's Diner, Millie's Fix coming up at halftime as well. 3rd down, 9 yards to go for Manitowoc Lutheran. Blitz coming, hit as he throws, incomplete. Jamin Ott is still down and getting up slowly, but the Redbirds getting in there, Caden Drake among others. And I tell you, this Redbird defense, you almost think the guys in front of us kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down. What's nice too, Scott, is knowing a lot of the coaching staff for Darlington, talking with them, and just kind of knowing what they were talking about. And yes, this is what they were talking about, was they wanted to make sure that Jamin Ott had pressure in his face, and said, I don't think he'll play well if he does, and he has not.
No, he hasn't.
So I think they found the kryptonite.
Yep.
For that high floating kick. That will be fielded by Zubabuehler at the 32-yard line. Takes a couple steps back. Now he will go forward. He'll drive to the 35-yard line, up past the 40, 45, and near the 48-yard line. Okay, no flag on the play. I
No.
saw something get dumped. I think that was the beads.
That was a beanbag, yep. Where he
But it
caught
almost looked like there was a block in the back at the same place. That's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, Glenn Denning did a great job. He held up and waited for the kid to turn so he wouldn't get a block in the back. And
2:42 to play in quarter number 2. Darlington 20. Manitowoc Lutheran 3. Again, 2:42 to go in the second quarter. All 3 timeouts for the Redbirds.
Yep.
Time, realistically, not an issue right now.
Nope. Plenty of time.
But the Redbirds, they look like they could they want to tack another one on. As you have the wing on the far side, Dante Glendenning. 2 wide receivers near side. Fitzsimons will go in motion. Handoff going to the right side is Chris. He makes one man miss. He's to midfield. He's into Lancer territory to the 48-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Clock runs.
He cut it back in against the grain. Picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
Redbirds going with pace now. They're going to mark it at the 49-yard line. So it was a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 1 wide out far side. That's Peyton Dempsey. 1 wide out near side. That's Dante Glendenning. Callum Christ in the backfield in the pistol formation. A little bit of confusion here for the Redbirds. Do they want to call timeout with 2:10? Nope, they're going to bring Glendenning in motion. Handoff. He'll go Christ. He's 45-yard line, and that's about it. Gain of 4. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. We're down to under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 2. Redbirds come right up to the line. They're going with pace. Inverted wishbone. 3rd down. It'll be a handoff right side. It'll be to the 39-yard line and stopped. The 44-yard line.
Maybe a yard.
Maybe that's about it. And now decision time for the Birds.
Well,
4th down and 2. Ball at the 44-yard line. They need to get just inside the 42, so a long 2.
Right now, I would go up and try and draw them off sides. If I don't get them off sides, then we just take
Call
the 5 yards and
Or I would
punt
say,
it.
well, you got the timeouts. Call timeout, and maybe you draw something up.
Yeah.
We'll see what the Redbirds want to do. 4th down and 2. They're lining up as if they're going for it. 1 wide out here on their side. They are going to go for it. Zubabieler, he'll have it. He'll be stuffed in the backfield, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was the only thing that could possibly hurt Darlington is turning the ball over on downs.
Right.
On midfield.
Right. I agree with that. One thing that looking at it from the standpoint of maybe that was rushed just a little bit. Maybe, I don't want to say getting greedy, but 1:05 to go, and Lancers also have all 3 timeouts. But the way Darlington's defense has been playing, you make that gamble.
Yep, you do.
You look at the score, 20-3, 1:05 to play in quarter number 2. You can make that gamble, and it's not costly.
No.
At this moment. But this could be a tri-court turning point. Again, there's a lot of game to go. Still 1 whole half of action plus 1:05 in the second quarter. And Manitowoc Lutheran will get the ball to start the second half. So let's see what Jaminot and company have in store. Wide receivers either way. Split backs either side of Ott. He gets the snap. Handoff. It will be a gain of 2, maybe 3 after the carry by Isaac Wagner. And on the tackle, among others, Gage Roof. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Well, Lancers are not calling timeout, so I think they're just going to run the clock out. But
lick their wounds.
Thinking about this as a coach, you give the ball up. If Lancers scored early, that gives them the momentum, and they're getting the ball back the third quarter.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 8. Back to pass. Blitz comes. Picked up. Throws downfield near side. Incomplete.
No, dropped it.
It was in his hands. Knocked away. That by Peyton Dempsey. Again, a diving effort, and I think the blitz and the pressure just hiccuped Jamin Ott just enough because that was a nice pass. Great layout, but the ball is way too close to the ground.
The thing is, Ott has not been able to set himself up to throw. He's always been throwing on the run because of the pressure, and he hasn't been given the time. Boy, I can see why he has a good percentage of catches because he's got a good arm, and if he gets set up, he could be dangerous.
3rd down, 8 yards to go, 27 seconds to play until halftime. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ott back to pass. He's got time. He gets hit and dumped. Blown up. That was Brady Jones back to the 43-yard line. And they're going to say...
They're going to call timeout.
Timeout, Darlington. Okay. I was wondering what it was.
Well, I was a little nervous because Darlington
hit?
came back with that hit.
Okay.
Could have been a late hit.
But it wasn't really a late. He was still not even on his way down when Jones got him. Yeah. So, again, I can see where you're looking at it. Like, you don't want it to be that close. I completely understand. Timeout called by Darlington with 19 seconds to play in quarter number 2. Darlington 20 and Manitowoc Lutheran 3. That's our shoebox scoreboard. Also at halftime, Kenosha St. Joseph 14, Potosi Cassville 0. That game is on 97.7 Country WGLR. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bouse Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster and Fenimore. Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles. Get the smile you want and the health you deserve. Learn more at lancdent.com. Subs.com. Fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit their Fenimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations at subs.com. .org.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the Lancers are going to line up.
They're showing us that they're going to go for it. And they are going for it. Back to pass. Got time. On. Throwing deep to the far side. And it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. The ball did not even go into his hands. It went through his hands.
It went through his hands. He was out of bounds already. So
it was a diving effort on the play. I think that was Isaac Wagner.
Number
1?
No, I thought it was number 3, but you might be right.
Again, this is the blur that we're seeing too. You're seeing a blur on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We've got kind of the same type of blur up here trying to see. We're seeing the same glare you are. Hi, I'm waving at you. I'm not, I don't want to see myself on this. But this is kind of what we've got. 12 seconds to play. Darlington ball. The ball at the 43-yard line. Let's see what the coaching staff, Travis Winkers, has in store. Handoff. Christ, 40, 36-yard line. Timeout.
Now they got 2 timeouts.
Yep.
And they usually say a running play will take 5 to 7 seconds. A pass play is usually 3 to 5 seconds.
And that took 5. So 7 seconds to go. Tonight's game brought to you by People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Goodney's Garage in Platteville. They have the certified technicians, equipment, and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. And Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Saluting our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Halftime fix presented to you by Millie's Diner, coming up with the McNett Electric halftime report. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Legends Pub and Grill, Darlington, a great place to enjoy a delicious burger, fries, and your favorite beverage with friends and family after the game or anytime. Check out Legends Pub and Grill Daily Special on Facebook. Become legendary at Legends in Darlington.
Now let's see. A quick pass outside, maybe get a Dino chance for a field goal?
Nope, I think they're going to go for the end zone. 3 wide receivers here to the near side for Zeke. Here that are going to try to go to the far side with Chris. They do hand off to Chris. He does try to pro that left side. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, out of bounds with 1 second. There was 1 second on the clock.
But they got a first down out of it.
But there's 1 second on the clock, and they're talking to the officials because I looked over when he went out of bounds, there was 1 second. The scoreboard says 0. Let's wait and see. Nobody moved. The ball is at the 33-yard line. And they are saying 1 second on the clock.
Yep.
So 1 tick of the old ticker. 3 wide receivers for the Redbirds. Wide side of the field, the near side. Lancers starting to back up toward the end zone. Redbirds do have 1 timeout left. If they want to call it, they will not. Zoo back to pass. Got time. Heaves it toward the end zone. It is caught! Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown, Redbirds!
Yeah.
Broker Busher! The Hail Mary has been answered.
Yeah, he went up for it and came down with it.
Broker Busher with the 40-yard touchdown reception in the end zone. 1 tick to go. The Hail Mary answered in the middle of the end zone. And Scott, that was give credit to Broker for the reception, but give credit for the pass.
Yes.
By Zeke Zuber to put it where his receiver could go up and make the catch.
And he went up and caught that. He jumped high for that ball and caught it.
And Dino's extra point is money.
But
that's your tri-court turning point.
You say nice pass by Zeke, but you got to give credit to that front line, giving him the time to to be able to throw it like that.
Absolutely. We've made it to halftime. Your score, the Darlington Redbirds 27, Manitowoc Lutheran 3. We'll be back with your McNett Electric halftime report and your halftime fix all on the way on the X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Halftime 3 minutes.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
I'm here with Kyle Wiskus from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Kyle, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models, and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery even while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Thank you to everyone who donated to the Platteville Holiday Project's Coats for Kids campaign. The distribution of winter coats this year will be Tuesday, November 18th at the Platteville United Methodist Church on Lancaster Street. Coat sizes include infants all the way up to adult sizes, so please stop by between 4 and 6 p.m. on November 18th, and our volunteers will be happy to help. Platteville Holiday Project's Coats for Kids campaign is sponsored by Dupaco Credit Union of Platteville and Extreme 1071. Halftime 3 minutes.
Welcome back to Waukesha West High School, home of the Wolverines. Tonight it's been home of the Redbirds. After trailing 3-0, the Darlington Redbirds have scored 27 unanswered points to lead 27-3. It's your halftime report that is being presented to you not just tonight, but all season long by McNett Electric. They know they can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Scott, I tell you, like I said, we're still kind of in awe of what just happened with that Hail Mary. It just seemed like going for it, Darlington, they were bound and determined. They were getting into the end zone come hell or high water, and they did everything they could, and wow, what a play to end the first half, and what a backbreaker, again, if you're the opposing squad.
Yeah, it definitely, to me, that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, because you're up by 24 points now, and you haven't been getting anything established since you kicked that field goal. And you got to remember that field goal came off of a fake punt by Darlington to give the Lancers a short field. So, you know, Darlington is playing probably one of the best games I've seen them play yet this year, and they're very dominant right now, and I don't see them really relinquishing this lead.
I get, especially the way the defense is played. Now, it's one thing you really have to look at is the defense. You know, again, the offense has been impressive. I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. But it's the defense that has led to this offense being able to do what it's wanted to do here in this contest.
Yes, the defense has forced the Lancers to play second and third downs long, and forcing the Lancers to pass the ball, and the pressure that the Redbirds are putting on them is getting to them, and they haven't been able to complete many passes.
No, they have not. We'll have halftime stats coming up in just a few moments. But again, let's take a look at our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest #1 and largest shoe store that's in the Midwest. It's the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. There you go. I think I just said that, but we'll go with it again because we always appreciate what the Shoebox does, not just for us, but for everybody in southern Wisconsin. Let's try to look at some scores from around the area. Halftime, Edgar is leading Mondovi 14-7. Kenosha St. Joe's leading Potosi Cassville. That score is 14-0. Again, our score here, 27-3. I don't think anybody was going to call for 27-3 coming in to this contest. We'll have more of our halftime report presented by McNett Electric of Belmont, including the halftime fix. And the halftime fix presented to you by Millie's Diner in Dickeyville. That's coming up in just a moment right here on X1071.com and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Cool weather is upon us, and the Calco Bean Market has all the comfort foods you need. Enjoy delicious flavored coffees and regular and decaf, cappuccinos, chai, hot cocoa with marshmallows, or teas to keep you warm. Whip up one of our many soup mixes for a quick and cozy meal. 352 Bluff Street or calcobeanmarket.com.
In Game 6.
This is your halftime report. It's being presented to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. Let's take a look at our halftime fix. And our halftime fix is presented to you by Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. Well, Scott, let's kind of lean on the coach's point of view on this one when it comes to the halftime fix. I think if you're Darlington, I don't think there is anything to fix. I think what you've got going on has been, I don't want to say perfect by any means, but the Redbirds have been able to impose their will after that first drive that they allowed 3 points. But they have tried to shoot themselves in the foot a couple of times with a fake punt. Also, they had, went for it and kind of rushed it a little bit. Again, they can tweak a few things, but the gist is I think the Redbirds have the winning formula.
Yeah, I don't think they have to change their game plan coming in to this game. I do believe that they've been able to execute what they wanted to do, and the only thing is they got to keep the foot on the pedal there and keep the gas going. You don't want to let up at any point in this game because, Manitowoc isn't a bad team. They can score quickly, and the next thing you know, you could be shooting yourselves in the foot a little bit, and they could come right back into this game.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell that this is a high-powered offense. They've averaged over 40 points a game this year. So, again, Manitowoc Lutheran, this game is nowhere near over, by any means. But the Redbirds have made sure that they have put a lot of space between themselves and the Lancers.
They have, and in a sense of, like I said before, they got the Lancers nervous. They're playing on the back of their heels. they're unassured of themselves, and they're becoming flat. And when you come flat, you kind of start doubting yourself. And when you start doubting yourself, that's where you start trying to do more than you possibly should. And
absolutely.
That's where you don't have the success.
When you look at this too, Scott, one thing to point out here, quarterback ratings are through the roof for both teams. Interceptions, 2 for Darlington, 3 for the Lancers, and how much the Lancers pass. And even the Redbirds, over 100 passes this season. So again, doesn't seem like a lot, but you're still averaging 8 to 9 per game.
Yep.
Lancers are averaging probably closer to around 12 per game, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up over the season. 113 of 166 for the Lancers. Darlington, 70 and 101. So again, the Redbirds are 70%, but because they don't pass as much, people are not looking at that, 7 out of 10, type of,
right.
6 out of 9 every game.
Yep.
No, become effective.
When you can run the ball like both these teams can do, you don't have to throw much, but when you do throw, you're pretty accurate. And in this case, Darlington has forced the Lancers to get out of their game plan and have forced them to pass the ball probably a lot more than what they're used to.
I agree. Your halftime, if you're Manitowoc Lutheran, you're in the coach at halftime, what are you saying to these young men to say, yeah, we're down 24, but guess what? You can see how we can score. We can get back out there. How do you get them to buy into that?
We just got to go out there and play our game. And we got to go out and execute like we have all year. And remember, we get the ball back first, and if we can put it in that first time, that makes it 10 to 27. And next thing you know, you shut Darlington down and force a 3 and out, and we can score again. The game's right back in it. So as a coach, you want to let your kids know and believe in them and what they can do, and just say, hey, let's get back to our game. What we've done all year.
Absolutely. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one, Scott. And that's your halftime fix that's presented to you by Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade, open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. Quick timeout. We'll be back with your stats, your drive summaries, and the second half. 27-3, the Redbirds leading Manitowoc Lutheran. This is WIAA State Semifinal Football on the X, x1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7, as the seasons change, one thing stays the same. A fun-filled experience waiting for you at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in Dubuque. Make sure to catch our latest 4D films. Enhance your visit with an octopus encounter. Check out the newly expanded Jim and Jean Gantz Otter Habitat or brand new 30-foot trout stream exhibit. Looking for unlimited fun? Become a member and get in free every day. Plus many other exclusive benefits like guest passes and discounts at the museum stores and grill. Visit rivermuseum.org.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 7.
This is the WIAA Division 6 state semifinal matchup from Waukesha West High School. It's the Darlington Redbirds 27, Manitowoc Lutheran 3. With Scott Tolzman, I'm John Satterley, Arena Satterley, our statistician this evening, trying to get everything all put together for you. As I tell you, you got to have a potty break, and there's nothing really quick. Again, with a crowd like this, when you have a couple of porta potties, it's just,
yeah.
you got to wait your turn. And that's, because with us talking, especially me, trying to make sure I get that balance of water and dry mouth, and I don't have to run out in the fourth quarter. Try to do, what we can and how we can do it. So just having a little fun up here, as hopefully you can tell that by our broadcast and, the video, the best we're trying to do. We're trying to get the video to you on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with the best we can with the tools that we have. Let's go ahead and let you know how everything started off. Was a the Redbirds had the 3-and-out, then they had a fake punt. Manitowoc Lutheran took over. They ended up going 18 yards on 5 plays. A 37-yard field goal was good by Josiah Martin. And with that, it was 3-0 in favor of Manitowoc Lutheran. 8:09 to play in the first quarter. And then, well, the Redbirds, well, they didn't score on the second one. They had to punt it away. Manitowoc Lutheran got the ball back. They didn't do much with it. They had to punt it back to Darlington 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Redbirds had it. Went 6 plays, 55 yards, 2:08 off the clock. The Northland Buildings touchdown was a 9-yard run by the Redbirds' Dante Glendenning. Extra point was no good because of a penalty, and it was 6-3 in favor of Darlington. Then Manitowoc Lutheran gets the ball back. They run 6 plays, and then the punt is blocked by the Redbirds. It was recovered by the Redbirds by Landon Edgerton, who was wearing number 59 this evening. He recovers it. And 2 plays, 5 yards, 36 seconds. Northland Buildings touchdown by Zeke Zubabieler. Extra point was good, making it 13-3. Then it was a 3-and-out punt situation. 2 plays, 69 yards, 34 seconds, a 52-yard run by Zeke Zubabieler. Then made it 20-3. Then they trading the ball a couple of times. Here, go for it on fourth. And then with 1 second to go, a Hail Mary from Zeke Zubabieler to Broker Busher into the end zone. Made it the score we are now with the extra point by Andino. Andino 27-3. Our stats at halftime: Darlington with 218 total yards, 279 for Manitowoc Lutheran, 48 on the ground, 31 through the air. Redbirds 185 on the ground, 44 through the air. So I'm sorry, that was a 33-yard touchdown for the Redbirds. But Darlington now will kick off left to right as we see it at Waukesha West High School. 24 more minutes to decide who's going to play at Camp Randall Stadium, 1 o'clock next Thursday. The kickoff is going to be bounced down at the 15-yard line, cuts outside of the 20, out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Manitowoc Lutheran.
Good coverage by special teams of Darlington. Get down there, cover up the ball right away. Forces the Lancers to drive further on the field.
Try to do everything we can here to try to get you the best view that we can give you from what we have. So I don't know the best way to put it. Is that the best way to put it?
About.
So let's see how Manitowoc Lutheran answers realistically. And we're joking around, trying to have fun with the best situation. But Jamin Ott and company, they need to get it going, and that'll be a first play. He'll keep it himself, and he will go nowhere. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Yep.
Whole host of Redbirds. They're still hungry. They didn't let up.
Nope. Good stop there.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by our great sponsors, helping to make this all free for you, to bring you high school football, including Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' need for 3 generations, fully licensed and bonded. They provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. 2nd down and 10, 11:15 to play. Quarter number 3, 27-3, the Redbirds. Ott in shotgun formation, flanked by running backs, 1 wide receiver either way. Ott, the lefty, will get the snap. He will hand it off on the left side to the 25, up to the 30-yard line on the carry. Tackled by Callum Christ, run by Trenton Schutpels, thank you. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Number 7. Tonight's game also brought to you by Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Family owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to tri-state homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Also want you to stop by the Darlington Mini Mart. So it'll be 3rd down at about 7 yards, or 3rd down at about 3 yards to go after the gain of 7. A lot of 3s on the board.
Yep.
There is almost a 3s while. 3rd and 3, handoff left side, trying to find a seam, and will to the 35 to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lancers of Manitowoc Lutheran. The carry by Isaac Wagner. He will gain 7. 1st and 10 for the Lancers.
Definitely keep the Lancers drive going here. But if As they get 3 yards in a cloud of dust, they take a time off the clock, which is in Darlington's favor.
Absolutely. You know, Darlington right now, the 12th man is the clock in their favor. First down and 10 for the Lancers. Under 10 minutes to play, third quarter, 27-3, the Redbirds. Ott back to pass, got time, throws deep, far side, got a man, intercepted! Zeke Zubabuehler with the pick at the 35-40, 45-50 to the 45-yard line. The turnover that the Lancers absolutely could not afford to have.
No.
Just got it, and the Redbirds take over first and 10 at the Lancer 44-yard line after the INT by Zeke Zubabuehler.
Yeah, the receiver had his defender beat, but the quarterback underthrew it, and Zubabuehler was trailing underneath and picked it off and returned it for about 27 yards.
It was a nice little return. I wouldn't say little, but it definitely it swished the field with that return back from the 30-yard line when he picked it off. 19 yards? Okay. We'll go with our statistician, Arena Satterley. Hey, you know what? She's the boss.
Yeah.
And it'll be a handoff, Callum Chris. No, it's a quarterback keeper, Zeke Zubabuehler, inside the 40 to the 36. Gain of 8, second down and 2. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service, your best choice for all heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding communities. Check them out, fritzsburnerservices.com. And the Avon Locker Plant on Darlington, your local one-stop shop for meat, cheese, and more. At the Avon Locker Plant, their great service makes all the difference in the world and will keep you coming back. Trust me, we're proud clients of Avon Locker Plant. Oh, I tell you, the meat there, trust me, it is some of the best you'll ever have. Coming in motion, one man, he'll be throwing here to the near side. It'll be a diving catch by Dante Glendenning inside the 25 to the 23. But let's check and see what that flag is. And Travis Winkers is not happy with somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna come back against Darlington.
Oh, was that the motion by Ryder Fitzsimons?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
so I'm not sure.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, illegal formation on Darlington, so a 5-yard penalty instead of the completion. So an illegal formation on the Redbirds.
Yep.
As the Redbirds go back up the line of scrimmage, I was going to say something and completely spaced for about 10 seconds, and that's way too long to try to recover and do that. It'll be a handoff on the end around. Nope, quarterback keeper is Zubabuehler to the 40, and maybe they're going to say just to the 40, gain of 2. We'll bring up a third down and about 7 yards to go, maybe closer to 6.
Yeah, that pink automotives penalty slowed this drive down a little bit. Was costly. We'll find out here. It's third and long.
So the shoebox scoreboard now shows 21-0. Kenosha St. Joseph's leading Potosi Castle. That is now late in the third quarter. Third down and about 6 yards to go. Ball at the 40. Need to get to the 34-yard line. Man in motion coming here to the near side is Fitzsimons. It'll be a handoff. Callum Chris. He spins his way inside the 35. They're not going to give him that extra. It's going to be about a yard short. But this now is in territory where you can go for it. You can. I think you trust your line to get 1 yard.
Yeah, go under center and just drive the ball.
Tush
1
push.
yard. Yeah.
Tush push. I know they don't do that at this level, but this is where you kind of laugh at and say, this is where you do that. I called a hunch. I don't think Darlington's going to punt.
No.
Inverted wishbone for the Birds, going for it on 4th and 1 with 7:3 to play, quarter number 3. Everybody in the box. It'll be diving over Zub. First down, Redbirds. Nope, it was over. The Lancers are saying we ripped the ball away, and no, the officials say no. First down, Redbirds.
Yeah, Zeke jumped over the line and reached the ball over, and as momentum stopped, they blew the whistle, and so
give them 2 yards.
They got a first down, and Darlington keeps this drive going.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. More importantly, too, clock is running. 7:10 to play, third quarter, leading 27-3. Glad you could join us on X1071.com, X1071 FM as well. Back to pass, Zub. He's going to be blissed and thrown. No, that was a pass.
No.
Are they going to say pass? That looked like a pass to me, a
It
forward
looked like
pass.
a pass, but I got a feeling that they are going to.
They're going to mark it as like it was a fumble back to the 42-yard line, loss of 9. And I think Travis Winkers, coach is trying to say something to the officials saying it was a pass. It did not look like it was a behind-the-line pass. We've seen a few of them this year, but that did not look like it was that way. But, again, Darlington now with a challenge of 2nd down and 19. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Pecatonico Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart. For all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Cenex fuel products will keep you on the go. South Wayne Mart, Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. 2nd down and 19. Christ will get the handoff. Sheds one tackler, 35. He's inside the 31 to the 30. Gain of 12 on the play for the Redbirds. They'll bring up a 3rd down and manageable.
Yeah, they're back inside the sticks.
3rd and 8.
For 3rd and long here. But it's a lot better than where they were at 2nd down. So you got 2 downs here to make a 1st down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. Ball at the 31-yard line. 27-3 in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. 1 wideout, Broker, Busher here to the near side. 3 wideouts tightly bunched on the far side. Zubabeeler, he will take it himself. He runs to the right side, 30. He's to the 25. He will have a 1st down.
He's out of bounds, I think, right around the 25. Mark him at the 26 or 25.
I'm seeing where the official is. They're going to mark him at the 23-yard line. Or the 24-yard line. That is right on the sticks. Nope, it's going to be about a yard short. Zub. So Darlington again, 4-down territory. Past the midway point of quarter number 3. 4th down and 1. Ball at the 24-yard line. Need to get to the 23. Back to pass. Throws it for Busher into the end zone. Touchdown! Broker Busher with a diving end zone touchdown grab from 24 yards out to make it 33-3, the Redbirds.
Yeah, he beat his defender, and Zubabeeler hung the ball up where only he could catch it, and he came down with it. Put on 6 more points for Darlington.
Absolutely. What a catch. Again, Broker Busher, his 2nd touchdown grab of the contest. 33-3 in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. And Dino's extra point, it's on its way, and it is good. 5:21 to play, quarter number 3. 34-3, the Redbirds. Back after this on X1071.com.
In game 8.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Oakwood Fruit Farm is bursting with the flavors of fall. Check out Honeycrisp, Cortland, Macintosh, and many more apples. The bakery's in full swing with fresh apple cider donuts, take and bake pies ready for your oven, gooey caramel apples. While you're there, stock up on fresh apple cider, cranberries, pumpkins, squash, and other seasonal treats. And here's the cherry. Oh, apple on top. Every Tuesday, take 10% off all apple purchases. Celebrate the taste of fall at Oakwood Fruit Farm, where every bite tastes like autumn.
Oakwood Fruit Farms, that's the one for family fun.
In game 8.
34-3 on the shoebox scoreboard in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. A kickoff by Andino, and Dino will be fielded to the 15, to the 20, 25, and not much further than that. On the tackle for the Redbirds. Make sure I get who that was. That was a tackle made by Peyton Dempsey. 1st and 10 for Manitowoc Lutheran. 5:16 to play. Quarter number 3, 34-3 in favor of the Redbirds. Yeah. This has been all Redbirds here this evening.
If somebody would have told me that Darlington could possibly have a running clock,
yeah, I would have laughed too.
I don't think I would have believed them, but they're only
they're
31.
They're one possession away from it.
From 4 points away from getting a running clock.
We will get the time summary from the last drive. Handoff upended. Oh, boy. Isaac Wagner tried to do a hurdle, and, well, Callum Christ upended him. He almost landed right straight on the crown of his head.
Yep.
Ball to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 7. You love to see athletic plays, and you see them when they're trying to, go over it, over appetite here. It's like, no.
All right, 2nd down.
2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. Ball to 29. Need to get to the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation for Jaden Ott with 4 wide receivers. He's back to pass. The lefty. He winds up. He's going to get hit and dumped. A beautiful sack on the play. Glendenning back there. Sloan Glendenning. Who else is back there? That was a huge loss and a huge sack presented to you by Sups.com. Back to the 21-yard line. Loss on the play. Actually to the 22. Loss of 7.
Caden Drake was also in there on that play.
The Redbirds dialing up the right pressure. It's almost like you got some guy with the last name McGranahan kind of knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Those football minds in the Darlington area. 3rd down, 14 yards ago, ball at the 22-yard line, under 4 minutes to play, quarter number 3, 34-3, the Redbirds. Back to pass, Ott throws to the far side, man wide open, hook and lateral, and the Redbirds were ready for it.
Yep.
Beautiful defense by the Redbirds. They had the hook and lateral set up. It's almost like the Redbirds were in their huddle. They let them catch it, but then it's like, nope, you're not getting this, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Glendenning saw it and read it. He let the receiver catch the ball, and he went after the pitchman, and by that, the pitchman only got about 5 yards on that.
And it looks like they're going to go for it, and you kind of have to now.
You do.
You're at your own 31-yard line. Need to get to the 36, so it's 4th down and 5.
They're going to punt.
The Redbirds are still basically saying, okay, fine, we'll drive. There's nobody back deep for the Redbirds. You'd almost think you'd want to go for it, but it will actually be a punt here to the near side. Nobody back deep for the Redbirds. It will take a Manitowoc Lutheran bounce inside the 30, inside the 25, and it will roll dead at about the 23-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Redbirds. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Lafayette County Abstract and Title in Darlington and Tri-County Title Services, Platteville. Serving Southwest Wisconsin since 1981. Selling your property, call Heath for title insurance and insured closing. Visit either Main Street location or on the web.
We do have a pink penalty. Pink's penalty is on the field there.
The 39-yard line.
They picked it up. Is it going to be holding or?
You're going to find out here. Personal foul, face mask, Redbirds. But how's that going to be? Wasn't it after the punt, though?
It depends on when the ball was punted. If it was after.
I think it is, because they were all waiting. As you can see everybody, I know through the blur, what you can see, now everybody's going backwards, deep.
Yeah. So
it's over the 23. The ball was dead at the 23, so it should be, they're going to mark it at the 17-yard line.
No, they're going to go back.
I say, yeah, because it was at the 23, so it should be half the distance, should be about the 11, maybe the 12. Yep, 11.5-yard line.
It should be the full distance because of
personal foul
being outside the 20-yard line. So,
well, see, you know the rules more than I do. That's why you have, guys like yourself, helping guys like me. This is how we try to help each other out. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. Ball is at their own 11-yard line. Zubabieler, he's back deep. He'll throw it over to the far side. He'll be caught to the 15, trying to work his way up to the 16-yard line, dragging a tackler along somehow. We'll make it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. And we have a Redbird player down on the near side, and oh boy, that's not Zeke, is it?
No,
That's Zeke. That's Zeke. That's Zubabieler here on the near side. And
he might have a cramp the way they're straightening his leg out. So
you hope so.
It is a warm night. I mean, granted, it's in the 50s, and it was up in the.
It was in the low 70s.
So it makes a difference. You still get that hydration.
I didn't have it. I'm trying to do too much. So 2:34 to play right now. Actually, I had 2:44 down. I did write it down. So that was the first play. Darlington, they're looking at Zeke Zubabieler on the field. right at the moment.
Yep. I think once they get it straightened out and get the cramp out of him, and the cramp, sometimes they can get Charlie horses can hurt.
Absolutely. Tonight's game brought to you by All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook or call today for a quote. So now the Redbirds, with Zubabieler now on the bench for a moment, they're trying to make sure he gets taken care of. At quarterback, Callum Christ. Callum Christ will be taking the snap, it looks like. No,
Yep.
Callum Christ is right. Nope, actually it will be 14 taking it himself. So it's actually going to be Peyton Dempsey. Peyton Dempsey with the carry. But Callum Christ was right next to him. Almost like they're shading who was getting the ball. But they're both right there. They both, you have Callum Christ and you have Peyton Dempsey both side by side. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yep. Yeah, you get a taste of running right now, and you don't need to throw the ball.
No.
You got a big lead, so
2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 34-3 is your score. Both Christ and Dempsey back there. Dempsey will keep it himself. He's got running room to the 30, to the 35, 40. Oh, he's tripped up at the 42-yard line. That's a gain on the play of 23 yards. That's a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty 1st down.
Yeah, the safety Muchka for the Lancers. Shoestring tackle. Otherwise, he would have scored.
That would have been Katie Barr the door. That was gone.
Yep.
So now it is 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. Ball at their own 42-yard line. It'll be Dempsey keeping himself. He's to the 45, bounces outside 50, cuts the corner 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, inside the 15-yard line. Dempsey with another huge run and another Sullivan Auctioneers and Big Iron Realty 1st down.
Yep.
It must be the play calling of Will Schwartz down there right below us. It must be all Will. He likes those calls. Like, here, I'll just take the direct stamp.
And truthfully, if I was Darlington,
27.
If they score here, I would definitely be getting out my starters.
Yep, first and 10 for the Redbirds inside the Bitech green zone. Ball at the 15-yard line. Dempsey keeps himself. Stutter steps up the middle to about the 11-yard line. Actually, they're going to say the 12, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
You don't want to take any chances getting somebody hurt.
Now would you just shift somebody over and say, okay, Callum, you want to take it yourself? Now you go, because whoever's getting it is going right straight on with it. We're trying to get everything, but trying to keep everything lined up for you. Make sure you thank all the sponsors who are helping to bring this broadcast possible here on Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And it will be a handoff this time. Chris up the middle. He flies forward like Superman to the 9-yard line. Gain of 3. He'll make it a 3rd down and 4. And do we have a timeout? Clock is stopping with 51 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Whistles blow.
Well, whistles blew, but I don't think there was a timeout.
Well, something stopped. Clock is stopped for whatever reason. We don't know. Now they're winding the clock. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena. Member FDIC. Inverted wishbone, handoff, left side. Fitzsimon's inside the 5. He's inside the 4-yard line. And that will be a 1st down. Another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty 1st down on the gain of the play of 9. And that probably will be the end of the 3rd quarter as well. Would you agree?
Yep. They really actually don't have to run this play if they don't want to.
But they're probably going to, because they probably want the 4th quarter to start as just a full run clock.
Yeah.
Underneath center, it is Peyton Dempsey. Dempsey takes a snap, handoff left side into the end zone, but first a flag will be.
It's against Darlington. They moved.
Pink's automotive penalty. It's a false start on the Redbirds.
Yep. So they'll take it into the 4th quarter.
8 seconds to play, quarter number 3. There will have to be one more snap.
No,
they are running it out.
Yep.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Darlington 34, Manitowoc Lutheran at 3. 12 minutes to go until Camp Randall Stadium on the X107.1.com and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
It's about time pros had one partner for every part of the job. Simple ordering, fast delivery, continuous support, all from one partner. The Home Depot delivers supplies on your schedule. Our pro team helps you plan ahead so projects run smoother. And with Pro Extra benefits, you can simplify ordering, track spending, and save time every step of the way. Because with one partner, you get more than materials, you keep your job moving. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
In Game 9.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Woodford State Bank, serving Southwest Wisconsin from 6 locations in Greene, Iowa, and Lafayette counties for over 100 years. Visit them on the web, Facebook, or just come in and see what they can do for you. Also being presented to you by Southwest Tech in Fenimore. Building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. Redbirds, handoff on the left side. That's Fitzsimons working his way inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. And it'll bring up a third down. Second down?
Second down.
Okay, thank you. So second down and goal. Again, with everything going on, Scott, I'm surprised I even know who is what team right at the moment. 2-yard. That was 8. That was Ryder Fitzsimons. Second down and goal. Ball just shy of the 7-yard line. Middle of the field. 11:25 to play till Camp Randall Stadium. Inverted wishbone. Underneath center is Peyton Dempsey. Ball loose on the ground, but it'll be picked up by the center, Brady Jones. And it will bring up now it's a third and goal. Ball spotted right where it was at the 7-yard line. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Laley's Service. Here we go. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. And Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Shotgun formation now this time. They will stretch it with Fitzsimons. Flag will fly, and he's tackled back at the 13-yard line. Another flag on the play, though, for Darlington. Clock stops again. More importantly, the clock stopping, Scott.
Yes.
You know, the Redbirds just want it to be go, clock, go, and I think they're going to talk to I think they're going to deny it, deny the penalty because it's a loss and a loss of down, and got Andino already on the field saying we're going to kick a field goal. So it is the illegal formation on the Redbirds. Penalty is declined, 4th down. So it's a loss on the play. Back to the 14-yard line, 7-yard loss. And now it will be a field goal attempt. Oh, Peyton Dempsey is going to be, nope, is Andino. Peyton Dempsey to hold, 31-yard field goal attempt by Andino. As the officials are probably trying to ask who's going to be buying afterwards. Clock now runs. 2 for 4 from field goals this year is Andino. Lines are down. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's got the distance. It's good.
It's good.
Yasser Andino from 31 yards out makes it 37-3 in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. We'll be back after this timeout on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
Turpin Dodge salutes Amy McDonald, MSN RN at Mercy One Dubuque. Turpin will honor Amy with a donation to the Dubuque Veterans Clinic in her honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Amy, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at AM1590WPVL.com.
Could there be a better name?
Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
In game 10.
10 plays, 75-yard drive, 4 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock for the Redbirds. Set it up with a Nandino Andino 31-yard field goal. End around here on the kickoff to the near side. It'll be a big tackle by the Redbirds at the 26-yard line by Tag Goebel. At the 26-yard line as Ryder Fitzsimons slowed him down. Tag Goebel was able to come in and get the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers.
Yeah, after all that work, they only gained about 15 yards on that kickoff.
At the 26-yard line, 10:18 to play in quarter number 4. Darlington 37, Manitowoc Lutheran 3, and the Redbirds are smelling Camp Randall.
Yeah, it's been all Darlington since the field goal by the Lancers in the first quarter.
Absolutely, 37 points unanswered. Jamin Ott has been held in check, the prolific left-handed passer. He will hand it off here to the near side, and nothing doing. Absolutely nothing at the 37-yard line. Flag will fly. Question, is that a hold or a face mask?
It's a face mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a face mask, 15-yard penalty.
Question is a 5 or 15. It's basically the only thing to worry about. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. And McNett Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. 15-yard variety, correct?
Yep.
Ball at the 42-yard line. That was a 1-yard run and then a 15-yard face mask. So now the Redbirds on defense, trying to stop Manitowoc Lutheran from getting any more points on the board. Under 10 minutes to play, quarter number 4. Back to pass, going deep down the far sideline. It's going to go off the helmet of the defender, of the Redbirds defender, Parker Mosley, but two Pinks Automotive penalty flags out there to say 15-yard PI.
Yep, in high school it goes from the line of scrimmage, so 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, still first down.
Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And by the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville, offering a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby and Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for your recycling, as well as construction demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster and Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota Dubuque, when you are ready. Well, Manitowoc Lutheran now is ready to go 1st and 10 from the Redbird 43-yard line. 9:52 to play, quarter number 4. 37-3, the Redbirds. Pitch to the near side. It's going to be a halfback option, throwing it downfield. It's incomplete. Broker Busher almost had the INT. That was close.
It seems like anytime a Lancer receiver goes deep, Darlington's got an answer with keeping 2 defenders with them and been able to stop that. And it should have been, it's in his hands.
There have been 4 touchdowns this evening. Those are 4 Northland Buildings touchdowns. For quality Northland building built tough for the Northland, contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post frame buildings. 2nd down and 10 yards to go for Manitowoc Lutheran at the Redbird 43-yard line. Jamin Ott, his blitz is being shown by Callum Christ. He'll be going around the left side, and there's an opening. But no, it's not. What a shoestring tackle by Callum Christ at the 43-yard line. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10. And I think he's cramping on the play is Noah Dillon. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Bryan's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. On the shoebox scoreboard, 37-3 in favor of the Redbirds. Third down and 10 yards to go. And whistle blows. Timeout going to be called by the Lancers. We'll take it as well. 9:08 to play. Quarter number 4. 37-3. The Redbirds on X107.1.
Postgame 4 minutes.
Oh, no. The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community.
No, there are 12 of them for volleyball.
At the workshop
and actually,
on
no,
Southwestern
that actually
Galena,
happened
Monday
to
through Friday from
Tyler.
9 a.m. till 3 p.m. except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 9 till 1.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know what's there.
That's all right.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomen.
Well, for those of you watching on the Lady Radio Sports YouTube channel, might be able to get some plays in here. It is third down and 10. Back to pass, going deep down the far side. Going against goal, incomplete. No flag on the play.
Mother struggling
as there was good hand fighting and a lot of defense.
And I support
and it will bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, it was a good pass. It was right in his hands.
To people in need
and
each
just
year,
ends
like
up
Diane, Henry,
dropping
and
it.
They'll bring up a fourth down here. If you're hearing the commercials overhead,
200 food bags
we had the
strong.
timing off
I think it's
on
just
the commercial
Vaping is
breaks.
safer than smoking.
Thought we had one more,
There's
but
really not
no,
even that
I guess
much
we didn't.
nicotine in it,
Well, that's
right?
what happens when you're trying to
One
scramble to
vape
get
pod has
everything
as much
going
nicotine as
and keep
one pack of
everything where it
cigarettes.
should be.
My kid knows it's
So we'll try to do the best we can for
5.4
you.
million American kids vape,
Fourth down,
and most think it's
10
harmless.
yards to go
Get
for
your
the
head out of
Lancers.
cloud. Talk to your kid about
Trips
vaping. Visit
left.
talkaboutvaping.org.
Or excuse me,
That's
trips right.
And then one wide receiver to the far side.
Brought to you by the
Jamin
American
Ott.
Lung Association and the Ad Council.
He bays back to
11
pass,
military,
blitz coming.
with a
He will make
traumatic
one
brain
man
injury.
miss.
I came
Still
home
holding
to
on to
fight
it, throwing it
depression,
deep downfield.
anxiety.
Intercepted.
As America's
Broker
veterans face
Busher with the
challenges,
INT.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans
Oh.
get the benefits they've earned.
And they're going to
DAV's
get
help,
roughing
I've
the
built a new life for
passer.
myself.
With the right support, more veterans can
And the
reach
quarter
victories
hot
great
is
and small.
down.
My victory is
Quarterback
just
down.
experience in
Yep.
life.
Support more victories.
Who was
for
chasing
veterans.
after him, did
Go
you
to
see?
DAV.org.
73.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained
Is
a
that
moderate
Drake?
traumatic brain injury.
I think it was
One
Drake
of the
that
most
was gonna
important
get the
elements of
penalty
caregiving
against.
is taking care of yourself.
For many
Caden
military
Drake.
veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving
It just depends on
for a free military veterans
where
guide to
the
navigate
personal
your
foul
caregiving journey
happened.
and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought
Do
to
they
you
go
by
I think it's an
AARP
automatic
and the
first
Ad
down
Council.
anyway.
When times get
It's
dark,
15
we
yards.
can't see the help
But if
that's all
it's
around
where the
us.
flag is,
But
Maybe
oh
you're
yeah,
not
that's
sure how you'll make
If
rent.
it's
Or you lost your job.
after
When you
the
don't know where
interception
to
and
turn,
he went
let
and
211
then
be
took
your
him out.
guiding light.
Oh, okay.
Our
Yeah,
guides are
good,
ready
good
to
call.
connect you with the help you need.
211, how can I help you?
Call or visit 211.org. 211.
Final.
Get connected. Get help.
Kenosha St. Joe's
A message from
wins
United Way
28-0.
and the Ad Council.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease and spent the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in our lives.
Edgar leading Mondovi
For 5 weeks as a
21-14,
baby,
early
Finn lived in
4.
a Starlight Hero wagon
and to
instead
think
of having
Edgar-
to sleep in a hospital bed. Starlight provides moments of joy for families like
Let me make sure I got this
at a
correct.
time where there's very
Brian
little
Lamboli
to be
sent to me.
found.
Edgar
Learn
21,
more about how
Mondovi
Starlight
14, early
brightens the
4.
lives of sick kids
And the winner
by
of that one
visiting
faces the winner of this one,
starlight.org
correct?
Today.
Yeah. And to think Edgar should have lost the first game against
Your high
Boyle
school postgame
Greenwood.
show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones.
If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk.
And I think
today
it looks
more
like
than
it's gonna
ever.
be-
Your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors.
It's going to be
Benefits
Darlington's
of our
ball.
years of experience.
Okay, we'll do that
Contact
here.
financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Well, after the wrong button gets pushed, a fourth down play was intercepted by Broker Busher, and then we had a delay of about 4 minutes of Jamin Odd, a late hit on the Darlington Redbirds. 15-yard penalty makes it first down and 10 from the Darlington 12, and it'll be up the middle to the 25, 30, 35, 40. Fitzsimons to the 40-yard line. Gain of 28, another first down for the Redbirds. And now he is slow to get up. I think they're all starting to cramp up here, Scott.
Yep.
A 28-yard run, and that 28-yard run is by Ryder Fitzsimon.
It was brought down by Aiden Cruiser.
You got 8:41 to play, quarter number 4, 37-3 in favor of the Redbirds. Edgar leading Mondovi, 21-14 on our shoebox scoreboard. That is early fourth quarter. Like I say, thank you again to Brian Lamboli for giving us that score. Good friend of the station. He always takes care of us. Again, always takes care of things in Belleville, too, when he is there doing the PA announcing. So, again, I'd like to say thank you again for people tuning in and, again, letting us know what's going on as they're looking right now at Ryder Fitzsimons. Gives a chance to remind you that high school sports on Queen Bee Radio brought to you in part by Russell Law Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Breckler Insurance Group. For all of your insurance needs, see Steve Lendowski, Breckler Insurance, Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. WCC Brands, custom apparel in Kieler, WCC-brands.com. Highland State Bank of Highland at highlandstatebank.net. Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, coleacresgolfandgrill.com. And Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Coming up during our halftime or our post-game show, presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones, Herms & Zates Hardware, most valuable player, Les Mack, driver of the game, Tri-Core Turning Point, scrapper of the game, presented by West End Salvage. That is all on the way. 8:41 to play in quarter number 4. The Redbirds 37, Manitowoc Lutheran 3. At quarterback for the Redbirds is Peyton Dempsey. He will hand the ball off. Callum Christ, he's to the 45. Step back to the outside, goes back inside to the 48. He's going to be wrapped down. They're going to give him a gain of 8. Second down and 2. Callum Christ just all over. Try to describe that one.
Yeah.
You know, he's pretty good, I would say that. Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' needs for 3 generations, fully licensed and bonded. They provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. 2nd and 2 for the Redbirds at their own 48-yard line. 8 minutes to play in quarter number 4. Handoff up the middle. First down yardage inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. Callum Christ.
First down. Keeps the drive going for the Redbirds.
Mark at the 43-yard line. It is another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. And again, just some of these hard runs by the Redbirds tonight has been the difference too.
Yep.
Just wearing down that defense. When you have Ironman football, you know, you have to go up against this Redbird line. Yeah, the physicality has been on the Redbird side this evening. 1st and 10, handoff, Callum Christ inside the 40 to the 39. Gain of 4, second down and 6. Tonight's game also brought to you by Saunders Oil Company of Warren, family owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to the tri-state homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. 7:09 to play, quarter number 4, 37-3 in favor of the Darlington Redbirds. As Peyton Dempsey underneath center, he will hand to Callum Christ, and that was a late handoff. Trying to debate, do I keep it, do I not? And Callum Christ was already being tackled
yep.
when the handoff was quote-unquote official.
Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 6.
Nice game brought to you by Legends Pub and Grill Darlington. A great place to enjoy delicious burger, fries, and your favorite beverage with friends and family after the game or anytime. Check out Legends Pub and Grill daily specials on Facebook. Wing Wednesdays. You got to make sure you check that out, Scott, if you haven't gotten a chance to go there at Legends. Become legendary at Legends in Darlington. Thank you to Freddie and everybody at Legends tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast.
Yep.
Hand off on the left side,
It's
and
Pink's automotive penalty.
Tag Goebels in the backfield as well.
Well, it's against Darlington.
Ever since Zeke has been out, we've seen more illegal formations.
Legal procedure.
Or illegal procedure. But still, or maybe that was a false start. You get the idea.
3rd and 11.
Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service, your best choice for all heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out. fritzsburnerservices.com. 6 minutes to play. Midway through the fourth quarter, 37-3, the Redbirds. 3rd down and about 11 yards to go. We have the pistol formation. It will be a handoff. No, it's going to be an end around, and actually good defense by the Lancers, but somehow getting it to a gain of a yard. I cannot believe that was actually a gain of a yard. Somehow doing that was Dante Glendenning.
Yep.
So now time is going to continue to tick off the clock. More important to the Birds. Up by 34, 5.5 to go. The Redbirds, if they can't taste going to Camp Randall, the taste is getting, the smell is getting stronger.
It's there. They're lined up to punt the ball away.
Well, you figure Zeke Zubabuehler is not back out. He's on the far side. He is standing up, which is the good news, and he is moving around pretty easily as Glenn Denning's punt is going to take a bounce inside the 15, inside the 10. It goes sideways and out of bounds at the 4.
Yep.
4-yard line. What a punt. Didn't even have to touch it. It just rolled sideways to the 4. I want to say you can't teach that, but that was impressive.
Yes, it was.
5:06 to play. Quarter number 4, 37-3 the Redbirds, and Manitowoc Lutheran will start at their own 4-yard line. The Avon Locker Plant in Darlington is your local one-stop shop for meat, cheese, and more at the Avon Locker Plant. Their great service makes all the difference in the world and will keep you coming back for more. On those beef sticks, too, their snack sticks, they're to die for. If you've never had those before, you got to get Raleigh's cheese curds on Friday, then go across the street to Avon Locker Plant, get their sticks. They can actually get their sticks at Darlington Mini Mart, too. That's Saunders Oil Company, by the way. So here we go, 5:06 to play. I always get on tangents with food and make myself hungry. 1st and 10, ball at the 4-yard line, as it will be a handoff up the middle, trying to find a seam to about the 7-yard line, maybe the 8. I think that's Noah Dillon on the carry. Did I see number 4? Did I see number 1?
I think it's number 1.
You're correct.
Nope, number 4.
It was 4. Okay. I was honestly just guessing. Yep. They're going to give a gain of 3 on the play. The ball is spotted at the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, not 12, at the 7-yard line. So gain of 3. Again, we're trying to look at this angle here as you see how horrible it is with our view. I know it's blurry as well, but we're trying to do the best we can. And I'm down the stairs a couple here so I can try to see the angle myself. So 2nd down, 4:20 to play, quarter number 4, 37-3. The Redbirds. And waiting for the snap, it'll be a handoff up the middle to about the 10-yard line. Gain of 3, it'll be 3rd and 4. After the handoff went to Isaac Wagner.
So way the Lancers are walking back to the huddle. They realize the defeat and their season is over. And
yep.
Heads are hanging a little bit. Nothing to be ashamed of. This is level 4, and they're actually the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's tough to lose a game before state, but they had a great season.
Absolutely. I think when you haven't been manhandled like this before and you get that, I think it's even more of a stunner, to the system. As it will be a quarterback, it'll be a handoff. He did a couple of spins working to about the 10-yard line, so a gain of a yard, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 4. So 4th down, 4 yards to go from their own 10-yard line, down to 3 minutes to play. We hope to have our most valuable players coming up here in our postgame show. We can ask Will Schwartz right in front of us if he'd be so kind to grab a couple of the players. Oh, we've talked to Will many times on the radio. It's always fun to talk to Will. As they're going to get everything packed up here.
Now this game it's a little different because the awards will be handed out. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's very true. Again, we'll see how everything plays out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. 4th down as Manitowoc Lutheran will punt. That'll be a high floating punt that will bounce at the 38-yard line. It will take a Darlington bounce back to the 36.
And nobody was back for Darlington. No rush. They already smell the victory, and no need to put any more pressure on. They're up by 34 points with 2:20 left to go in this game.
Absolutely. So it'll be 1st and 10 Redbirds, 2:26 to play in quarter number 4. Edgar still up 21-14, 3:40 to go. So 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play, quarter number 4. Edgar 21, Mondovi 14.
As Darlington takes a knee here, they'll wind the clock down as far as they can and snap it again.
Would I be able to get Zeke if he's able to, and maybe Broker? I mean, we could talk to Callum, all those guys. We Broker Callum, but yeah, it's a great job. Yeah, after everything's all done, once everything's all done with you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Just getting everything lined up for our post game.
You might be sitting up here if you're going to do that.
Well, we got stats to come out to. We got ads we got to run. We've got a few things we can do. As the Redbird student section, they are chanting, I believe that we will win. We're down to 1:35 to play, quarter number 4, 37-3 in favor of the Redbirds, just now taking a knee. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in agriculture and commercial projects. The All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook. Call today for a quote. Also presented to you by Lafayette County Abstract and Title in Darlington, Tri-County Title Services, Platteville. Serving Southwest Wisconsin since 1981. Selling your property? Call Heath for title insurance and an insured closing. Visit either Main Street location or on the web. The Redbirds take a knee, and with 1 minute to play in quarter number 4, the Birds will probably have to punt. But again, they're just eating up time.
Yeah, they probably will just take a knee here and turn the ball over.
Tonight's game also presented to you by Woodford State Bank, serving Southwest Wisconsin from 6 locations, Green, Iowa, and Lafayette counties for over 100 years. Visit them on the web, Facebook, or just come in and see what they can do for you. It's Woodford State Bank. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Southwest Tech in Fenimore. Building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. The Redbirds, they take a knee, but a flag flies first with 18 seconds to go. Probably delay of game.
I don't know.
It came from the back judge, it looked like. Or was it the line judge? We'll see here. Both teams ineligible.
Ineligible.
So illegal substitution. So Redbirds will be docked 5 yards. And you can say not that the Redbirds really, I want to say really care. This kind of a, they want to call it. So the Redbirds, we'll see what they want to do here, trying to end this. Both teams are looking to end this game. You know, nobody wants to get hurt. Super fan offense.
Yep.
Pages 1 through 10 all say the same thing. Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee.
Yep. Clock doesn't start to the snap now.
And the knee will be taken. Clock will stop on the turnover on downs. So they will stop the clock. 13 seconds of play. It doesn't matter. So basically they're just saying they want to let it run. Even Manitowoc Lutheran saying, just let it run. You know, just kind of a, okay, game's over. Why do we, it doesn't matter. Just end it. I know you want a little bit of, you could say closure, but like, if that's what they want, let's let them do it. Tonight's game also being brought to you by all of our great sponsors across Southwest Wisconsin. Laley's Center, Monroe. Call your local Dairy Automation Specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center, Monroe. Southwest Health, they have over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Community First Bank in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Manitowoc Lutheran coming up to the line of scrimmage. They do have 2 wide receivers here to the near side. One to the far side. Playing quarterback is Noah Dillon, and actually they'll be taking a knee, and that's what they do. Manitowoc Lutheran takes a knee, and that will end it. They're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Darlington Redbirds will play for a state championship Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. that we will have for you on the Queen Bee Radio Sports channels, whether it's 97.7 or 107.1. We will have that for you coming up from Camp Randall Stadium Thursday, pregame at 12:30 with kickoff at 1 p.m.
1 p.m., yep.
We have your post-game show coming your way in just a few moments. Your post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management and Edward Jones. We'll have our Herbst & Ace Hardware and Home Center MVP, Les Mack Automotive Drive of the Game, Tricord Turning Point, Scrapper of the Game, presented to you by West and Salvage. That is all coming your way in just a couple of moments. Your final score, 37-3. The Darlington Redbirds defeat Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers here in Waukesha West. Back after this timeout on X1071, X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 1 minute.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit
Edgar
discovertheforest.org to
wins
find a trail near you.
21-14.
Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease?
Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How about the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Postgame 1 minute.
Back for our post-game show on X1071, X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by TriStar Pallets of Highland. Give TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville a call. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver. The only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. This is the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show, and now we do know Edgar Wildcats look for their third title in a row, and now they have to play somebody a little bit bigger. They went through the Blackhawk Warriors, they went through Potosi Cassville, now they get to face the Darlington Redbirds. And no disrespect to Blackhawk Warren, no disrespect to Potosi Cassville. This Darlington team, they have a little extra pop under their hood that maybe the Edgar Wildcats have not seen, since they have to go up from D7 to D6 due to that competitive balance.
Yeah, I watched Edgar play Greenwood Loyal the first game of the playoffs. I was kind of laid up, so I didn't do a game that night.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was a close game. I mean, it was 14-14 and tied going into the last minute and a half of the game, and Loyal kicked off and let Edgar have a nice drive.
Yep, as the belt has been presented to Callum Christ. So the team MVP goes to Callum Christ. He's got the big WWE strap on his shoulder. And we do have confirmation. Thank you to RJ. The state championship game, Darlington Redbirds versus Edgar Wildcats, will be heard on 97.7 Country WGLR. Pregame just before 12:30 and kickoff at 1 p.m. Again, that's what the schedule is for the Redbirds and Edgar Wildcats, as the Redbirds have their chant right here toward their crowd, a la the UW Platteville Pioneers after their games. Win or lose, they do that. And honestly, before we go any further, Scott, I'd be amiss if we didn't recognize Manitowoc Lutheran. You talk about an extremely talented team that you don't get to level 4 by accident. You can maybe get to level 3 on accident. You don't get to a state semifinal on accident. This is an extremely talented team that Darlington just played against, and Darlington made silly.
Yeah, Darlington actually took the Lancers right out of their game plan. After that fourth down and not making the first down, and then the Lancers coming back and kicking that field goal, Darlington kind of settled down, and they just put pressure on the quarterback like he probably had never seen before, and just took them right out of their game plan, and definitely showed who was much more dominant tonight. And looking at Darlington and what I've seen with Edgar right now, I honestly don't think Edgar can play with Darlington. It's going to be another week, different situation.
Thank you.
But I think Darlington is heads above everybody else.
Well, once again, we have seen that happen before with Darlington being head and shoulders above teams that they should be, but then it gets to that state championship game and they don't rise up to the moment. We saw that 4 years in a row, Darlington going to state. Again, this is a whole different team, than was back then. And those teams I covered, you were covering them too. They are some really, really good teams, some talented players, and some just really good all-around guys, on that team. I think this team wants to sit here and say, and I think this coaching staff too, they're hungry for gold. They're not satisfied for silver. They want gold, and I think tonight was a statement saying, we want it, we're coming for it, and can you match us to go toe-to-toe to get it?
Well, they definitely have something to prove after last year's early exit from the playoffs after having such a dominant season. And it definitely came out this week and this season. They just played very dominant football, and as they settled down in this game, they just became more and more dominant on the line. I give a lot of credit. The linemen on both sides don't get a lot of the write-ups in the paper, but it starts with them first in the trenches.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management, Edward Jones. Let's go with our drive of the game presented to you by Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service, because at Les Mack, you always get more from Les. I'd have to say probably the one, to me, again, there's a lot of drives that could be a drive of the game. I really would have to go with the first one of the second half that really seemed to just solidify it, with going forward on fourth down multiple times, being able to get it, and then the 24-yard pitch and catch going from Zeke Zuber to Broker Busher. And speaking of Broker, look at this.
But I'm going to say something different.
Yep. Go over there first. Yeah, go ahead.
I am going to say it was the touchdown at the end of the first half.
Yeah, okay. Yes, actually, you know what? I think, you're right on that. Yep. I'll go with that. But you know what? Both of them, they involve the same guy, though, Broker Busher.
But, it's one of those where you said there's a lot of scores, there's a lot of difference, but I think that was the one that really.
That was the ultimate backbreaker.
Yep.
I think you're right. You know what? But that's why we discussed it, and we didn't have much time to discuss it, so we just do it live on the air for everybody to hear our discussion out loud. This is kind of how we do things. So, again, but regardless, whether you go with what Scott says, whether what I say, it's still the same connection, Zeke to Broker, and they both were back-breaking touchdown passes, 1 second to go in the first half. The second one was basically the first drive of the second half on a fourth down that they thought, hey, we stop them here, we could maybe get this, and not.
Yeah.
So again, both of them ended the same, the same result was Zeke to Broker, and it really took care of business for the Darlington Redbirds. Those are your drives. We'll call them drives of the game. Presented to you by Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service because at Les Mack, you always get more from less. Tricor Turning Point, presented to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. And Scott, I'm trying to think what it was in the first half. When you had the turning point.
The block punt.
You go with that. Yes, the block punt, because it happened really early. It happened on their second drive.
Yep.
So, and they were up. They were down 6-3. Sorry, they were down 6-3. And then it was a block punt. Then 2 plays later, went in the end zone, made it 13-3. So yeah, that was the all-important third score of the game that Coach Murphy always talks about. The biggest thing is the third score of the game. So that's what you have there. So yeah, I think that would be. You're right. Tricor Turning Point is a block punt.
Well, that block punt energized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it energized the Redbirds.
Yep.
Yeah, not saying that we were playing flat before, but they really went after it later. So again, we'll have our most valuable players coming your way in just a moment. We will be talking with them, plus our scrapper of the game, too. Let's take a look at your stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena El Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. 386 to 106 yardage. That right there is a big discrepancy. 386. Manitowoc Lutheran was held to 106 yards, 64 on the ground, 42 through the air. Leading rusher was Isaac Wagner, 11 carries, 42 yards. Trenton Schuttpels, 4 carries, 27 yards. He was effective the couple of times he touched the ball. Jamin Ott, 4 carries, negative 11 yards. The quarterback, again, sacked a couple of times. Yep. And Isaiah Muchka had 4 carries, 6 yards. Passing, 3 of 17 for 42 yards for Jamin Ott.
And a couple interceptions.
He had one interception. He was sacked 1 time. And, yeah, so 42 yards, receptions. Noah Dillon had 1 for 24. 1 for Joel Voigt with 11. Logan Hopt with 1 with 7. And then Isaac Wagner had 1 with no yards. That 11 was the hook and lateral.
Yep.
Got it. And then you had 2 fumbles recovered. 1 turnover on down. Average starting field position, their own 26-yard line. The Redbirds average starting field position, their own 45. Got to say, one of our most valuable players presented by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington. 2 big touchdown passes or receptions by this guy, Broker Busher. Broker, congratulations on a big win here tonight.
Thank you.
What does this mean to say, Broker, you're playing at Camp Randall Stadium next Thursday?
It's awesome. It really is. This is what we worked all year for. The players show it, but we got good coaches. But it feels awesome that we can go back there. We know what it feels like to lose there. So we don't want that feeling again, and hopefully we can close it out.
Absolutely nobody ever wants to have that feeling going there, but unfortunately that's the feeling Darlington has had for way too long. What feels like this team is different, last year you had that early exit against Milwaukee Academy of Science, but you're playing up a division, you're playing D5. Now you're back down where you're comfortable. Now you're going to be playing Edgar, that's up a division because of success as well. What puts you in a position to say, this is our title to win, and this is ours, to lose as well?
The team this year, compared to all years I've been in high school, this is the closest team that I've been a part of.
That makes a lot of sense.
We're all brothers. Brothers on the field. You see one of us off the field, 4 of us are with them, right?
Right.
So it's awesome. But I feel like we can come together as a team. We have all year, and I think we can get it done.
Broker, take us through the Hail Mary pass at the end of the first half, going up for everybody right there and using your frame to be able to get that amazing catch to really be the backbreaker at the end of the first half.
We put our 3 best athletes out there for the Hail Mary. I told myself before the play I was going up and I was going to get it. I was going to get it for the team. I knew it was, if I would have got it, that, again, would have been the backbreaker. It got us a good boost into halftime. It felt good.
2 receptions, 57 yards. Both times you touched the ball, it was a touchdown. You had that other one on a 4th down play, too. Take us through that one where you're making a diving catch on a 4th down going, it could have gone another way. Maybe you give the Lancers a little bit of breathing room, but that slammed the door.
That was That was actually I didn't run the wrong route. I adjusted the route. That was supposed to be a flag, so I ran more of like a seam post type look. And Zeke saw me. He's a good player. He can see really well, so he put it up there for me to get. And I don't get many chances like that, so I gotta take advantage of them.
Hopefully Zeke's all right. We saw him down a little bit. Was that cramping up?
He's cramping. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear, because again, sometimes you don't know, and you saw like with their quarterback as well. A couple people at the end. Felt a little warm out tonight, didn't it?
Oh yeah,
compared to the last.
Beautiful night, yeah.
A perfect night for football, but I think it's going to be perfect around noon, 1 o'clock on Thursday. I think the forecast is going to look beautiful there at Camp Randall Stadium, isn't it?
That's perfect.
Hey, red and black going to be there. I think red and black needs to take it back.
We need to bring one home here.
Hey, here you go, Broker. Here's your theme right here. Red and black. Time to take it back.
I'll share it with the team right now in the locker room.
There you go, Broker. Appreciate you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at Camp Randall Stadium.
Thank you.
Broker Busher, one of our stars of the game. That is our most valuable players, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. I think since we've got Callum Christ up here too, what do you think, Scott? Do you call Callum or do you call Zeke the scrapper? Which one do we give scrapper to?
Oh, I was looking at my MVP would be Zeke.
Okay, yep.
But overall wise, I love that little freshman.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, give it to Maximo Zolo.
And if you want, Chris was over all around too, but that little freshman was all over the field tonight.
All right, well, let's talk with another one of our most valuable players as well. He's got the WWE title belt for a reason. Callum Christ joining us here. Callum, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, you got to tell me a little bit. Tell me about the strap. How do you get that? I'm guessing it's a team award.
Yeah.
But how do you get to hold the strap? How do you earn that?
I don't know. Just be a dog, I guess. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Is that the MVP of the team for the game, or?
I guess. Yeah.
I guess. you just know you got it and you're holding it and you're proud to do that. You got one more piece of gold you want to get coming up on Thursday. Take us through this one here tonight. That first couple of drives seem like there's a little bit of a trying out period, but as Scott said, got that block punt, score there. That was just unleash the beast. Is that kind of what it felt like to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, our defense was just had an edge tonight. We just played gritty, just worked hard, put our head down.
18 carries we had you for 104 yards on the ground. There was a couple of plays where you just would not be denied going down. How do you enjoy bouncing off of people like a pinball and being able to get those runs and get those first downs and just those back-breaking runs? Those crisp level runs, the ones that just they tick people off.
Yep. I mean, you just got to run hard like it's your last because you never know. As hard as you can.
What does it mean to you to add on to the legacy? No matter what, there's going to be a star going on the field at Martins Field because of this team.
Yep.
Whether it's gold, whether it's silver, will be depending on the outcome on Thursday. But knowing you've been able to do this with most of you guys being juniors and younger, how much fun has this been, and what does this mean to you to be able to get here this year?
It's awesome. I mean, it means everything to me. It's truly a family, the team we have this year, and we just feel so close.
And then, of course, with the community losing Mark Ruff here, too, this week at his funeral today, I think he might have had a little bit of looking over you a little bit on this one. But there again, Redbird football cannot be denied.
Yep.
I tell you, Callum, you're a fun player to watch. I saw you, and I think I interviewed you game 2 against Prairie du Chien. We talked. Now, who would have known that we'd be doing this again, one step to state.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Thank
you. Let's bring the gold home.
Let's do it.
There you go. Take care, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. That is Callum Christ, one of our most valuable players, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. And Hermson's Ace Hardware, bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. So we're talking about the scrapper of the game. That's presented to you by West End Salvage. The player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out and tried to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage Lancaster. Callum Christ is definitely a scrapper himself. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But I think, the one that's not up here as a freshman, Maximo Zolo, both of us are like, oh, you're not going to call his name that much. And, boy, I am so happy to be wrong on something that a young man he showed up, he showed out, and he took care of business.
Yes, he did. He played phenomenal. And for a freshman, it kind of goes back to my Belmont days when I had that group of freshman boys that would be dominant. So
well, let's get Travis Winkers in here just for a quick moment before we get Zeke. And, Coach, thank you for coming up here. Big win. You said who the team that was going to be most physical was going to win. After that block punt, you guys just manhandled a team that is not used to being manhandled.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know, we were kind of told from certain people that we haven't played anybody, and our guys took it personal. And, you know, physicality was on a main point this week.
You know, being able to get the special teams as well, that has to feel huge just to get that, you know, to get that special teams block punt. What did that put you guys in the mind frame of saying, all right, we got this?
Yeah, you know, they've given up a couple block punts this year, and how they do stuff, we thought definitely we could attack that. We didn't go after the first one, but after that, we said we were going after it, and we tried to scoop and score it. We learned from previous mistakes. We didn't get in, but it was awesome.
How about Yasser Andino getting the 31-yard field goal? That's got to be a big confidence boost for him because you're at this level and saying you can make this, and he was able to get that easily.
Yeah, he's a very good kicker, you know, and it's uncharacteristic of him to miss that one, and he's missed one of the other one in the playoffs. It's, you know, but for a while there in the season, he was like 36 for 36 or something.
Right.
So, but they're 15, 18-year-old kids.
Absolutely. What does this mean to add another star to the field, regardless of what color it is? I know which color you want, but to add another star to the field, what does that symbolize with this team?
It's pretty special. I mean, anytime you make it this far, it's a big deal. And Darlington, obviously with the tradition they have, to get another one, like you said, add a star. We get new decals next year. Hopefully, like you said, it's filled in with, you know, a solid color versus the silver one. But, you know, me personally, I've been in this game 5 out of the last 8 years, once in Marcus and now here 4 times. Losing this game is the worst thing in the world. I mean, when we lost at state, it absolutely was terrible, but not like level 4 when their kids don't experience it. So
you're right.
I'm so happy just they're going to get another chance to showcase what they can do.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing you up at Camp Randall Stadium coming up on Thursday.
Yep, thanks for covering us.
Thank you very much. That is head coach Travis Winkers of the Darlington Redbirds joining us here. And now another one of our Herm Sensei's Hardware and Home Center most valuable player. He's got the old school WWE title belt, the one that Stone Cold Steve Austin wore.
Yep.
Zeke Zubabieler. All right, so I asked Callum. He had no idea. So maybe you might have an idea. Give us the significance of the title belts. You know, is that MVP or is it just, all right, we got a dub, we get to walk around like we're the champions?
I'm going to have the same answer as Callum. I don't really know. But, I mean, when I was a manager, we also had the belts, but it was given – we had 2 this week. We usually only have 1, and it's given to a player who does perform very well, which I thought when he said 2 guys, I'm like, oh, Callum and Dante. Those 2 names popped in my head, but I don't know how I got it.
Well, let me give you a refresher here. Let's see here. 12 carries, 103 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You're also 5 of 5 passing for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns passing. Yeah, I would say you're up there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You know, you're being humble on this one. But talk about just this contest where early on it's 3-0 that the Redbirds are down. It's like, oh no, it's like they're looking pretty good. You held them out of the end zone, but then all of a sudden you get a touchdown, like extra points, no good. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, missed opportunities, but then the block punt, and that seemed to that blew up the sideline, and this game was not the same after that. Take us through those moments on the field yourself, what it seemed like you could feel the tide turn where you guys are like, no, this is ours.
Yep. I would say, our coach talks about how we deal with adversity.
Yep.
Adversity.
You got it.
My mind's a little. We're jumbly right now.
Hey, you just want a game to go to state, dog. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
I think how we respond to it and how he's talked about that all week, and I think the way my first 2 drives were not good, and I'm like, I got to bounce back. So I get my butt chewings, I bounce back, and that block punt just is like, okay, this might happen. And it's like, I don't know. It just takes. We were in our flow state. We went on a roll from there, and it was so fun to watch, so fun to be out on the field, and just supporting my guys, and just like hearing them talk and be like, we were up 27-3, and we're like, we're not done. Like we need more, and it's just like, we know how much we want it, and we know that we might want it a lot more than other teams.
Right.
By all that hard work we put in, all that weight room work, all our conditioning practices, and it's just like, it's so fun to be on a team and this is what you get rewarded for. Like, you put in all that work, you get so close, and this is what happens.
Absolutely. We're talking with Zeke Zubabuehler here in our post-game show, and talk us through the Hail Mary pass, because everybody's giving Broker credit, and he did. He went up at the top of it, to do that. But I'm going to give you credit that not many people will, because, at this level, being a junior in high school, the pressure's on. State semifinal game, 1 second to go, and you threw him a perfect dime, middle of the end zone. There was no tiptoeing on the edge. There was none of that. You threw it right where he needed it for him to be most successful. Take us through that play and how you were able to keep your composure.
Well, they overloaded to where we were supposed to roll out to. So I look at my coach, and if you watch the game, I'll throw my hands up like this, like, do you still want me to roll out, or do you want me to stay in the pocket?
Right. I did. You say that. Yep. I did see that.
And I take like a quarter rollout, and I see a dude one-on-one with Broker. I'm like, that's a bad idea. Broker is a very, very good athlete, and if he was on any spread team that utilizes passing more, 1,000-yard receiver, first team, possibly all-state. I mean, I wouldn't pass my mind.
Right.
And I saw him go up, and he's just an athlete. You should see him dunk a basketball. It's
I
great.
have. Yeah, I have. It's fun.
He's been dunking since, freshman year. And I saw his hands flash up above everyone else's. I'm like, touchdown.
I like that. But that's confidence that you have. One thing that Callum was talking about, too, and so was Broker, about how close this team is. That your brother's on the field, off the field, classroom, you name it.
Yep.
How has that closeness really helped, from the football stance, help heal that loss from Milwaukee Academy of Science last year to making this run this year that's going to continue all the way to the final step?
Yep, I think our leadership took a big jump. Dante is possibly the greatest leader that.
Well, I always say when he's got the ball, it's Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, he's a great leader. Callum's a very vocal leader.
Okay.
And, we're just, it's just leadership. I think that took a big step. And I think that getting everyone included, knowing your role, getting everyone included, you're not just going to we don't have 5 guys hanging out. We've got probably 20 in some guy's basement watching film, or we're just hanging out on our phones watching TikTok, playing some pool. And, that's just what we do. We're just close. We hang out, let's see, Thursday night I was at Grady Hartwig's house. We were playing college football, just
oh, nice.
We were just playing college football, just guys being guys, and it's just so fun to be in high school and realize you get to have this pressure on you, and you have your whole town supporting you, which is just amazing.
Absolutely. Zeke, I appreciate the time. Speaking of which, go back with your teammates and celebrate this one.
Yep.
We'll look forward to seeing you sometime this week, but for sure look forward to seeing you on the field at Camp Randall Stadium on Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is Zeke Zubabuehler joining us here, one of our most valuable players, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Let's take a look again. Let's go through our final stats as we wrap up our broadcast here and wrap up the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show. So again, we told you 386 to 106 was the yardage. Let's give you, again, we gave you all of their yardage. Now we were talking with Darlington before the guys came up. Hey, that's great. We got the guys up here. So here we go. We gave you a little sneak preview. Callum Christ with 104 rushing yards. Zeke Zubabuehler with 103. Peyton Dempsey with 52. Ryder Fitzsimons with 38. 15 for Dante Glendenning, including a touchdown. Parker Mosley had 1 carry for 2 yards. Passing tonight, 5 for 5 for Zeke Zubabuehler, 72 yards. Receiving, 2 receptions, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns for Broker Busher. Peyton Dempsey had 2 receptions, 14 yards. Maximo Zolo had a reception and a yard from what Reyna has on here. That might be an oops, but hey, well, it goes on this. That's why this is not the official stats. We go with what we have. One thing that really stands out to me, okay, so time of possession, 26:38 to 21:02. That's not that big of a disparity. What really opened my eyes was 2 things. One, Darlington had 10 penalties, 91 yards, none for Manitowoc Lutheran. So they're a very disciplined team.
Yes.
Darlington was able to really shake them. 18% third down conversion. 2 of 11 were Manitowoc Lutheran. 0 for 2 on 4th down. Redbirds weren't much better. 2 of 10 third downs, which you kind of expected this level. But 2 of 3 on 4th downs. So you go that direction. Those were big things. 45-yard line. is the average starting field position for the Redbirds. Their own 45, where Manitowoc Lutheran their own 26. I think those knees inside the 15-yard line also just, it helped to enhance those block punts and everything that Darlington was doing, where it just seemed like, here's this one went wrong, now this went wrong, then that went wrong. It just seemed like it was just a snowball effect for Manitowoc Lutheran, where it just seemed like they couldn't recover. The snowball got too big too quick.
Yep. It just got rolling against Manitowoc Lutheran, and like I said, they started playing nervously, and they were back on their heels, and like we've never been here like this before, so we need to definitely change, and they weren't able to do it. So.
Thank you. Absolutely. Well, Scott, we've got one more game coming up, and it will be at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison on 97.7 Country WGLR. The pregame show will start just before 12:30 with kickoff scheduled for 1 o'clock. The Edgar Wildcats against the Darlington Redbirds for the WIAA Division 6 State Championship. I think I'll be there. I think you're going to be there, Scott, right?
I'm not sure. If I'm not, I'm not. If I am, I am.
If you is, you is. If you isn't, you isn't.
Yep.
I'm thinking I'm going to be there, but again, it depends on who wants what, and we'll just kind of enjoy the ride.
Yep.
Hey, this is the great thing about this time of year. You enjoy the ride. The young men are having fun. We just get to be the narrators of what they are doing, and I think that's honestly the most fun part of this entire voyage, is to really be the narrators for what young men between the ages of 14 and 18 are able to accomplish. This Redbirds team, they're able to accomplish a lot, being a lot of them under the age of 17. You know, they are just an extremely talented young group, as you heard them on the air just with our post-game interviews. They're, again, just a really good young group.
Yes, they are.
You know, that has character, they have intensity, and, well, right now, they're one game away from saying they have something that the Redbirds haven't had since the 1990s, and that's a state championship.
Yeah, something like that.
It's been too long. If you're a Redbirds fan, you say this has been too long since we've had one, so we're almost there. Let's say thank you to R.J. Osterhaus, our sports director, Johnny Page, chief engineer, technical director, Rob Spangler. Technically, I guess he is a director, so we'll go with that. Of course, our Mr. Streaming Fix-It is Tyler Dictanix. Of course, thank you to all the staff here at Waukesha West, and just everybody popping up here and getting a chance to help us, and everybody that's everywhere else too, being the on-site, off-site engineers. Hey, that doesn't hurt either. Sometimes we don't know exactly what is going on. And thank you for joining us here this evening from Waukesha West High School for the Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. It's a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on X1071, X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Laley Center, Monroe. Darlington Redbirds are going to state, defeating Manitowoc Lutheran 37-3. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, for Scott Tolsman and Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. The preceding has been a presentation of Queen Bee Radio Sports on the X, Extreme 1071, X1071.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for listening, and have a great evening, everyone.